Hello everybody. Today we're playing a good mod. I finally get to be happy after after what was it? 6 years of slavery. I'm finally free. Which is what today we're playing Red Dusk. They added a little subtitle to it. It's called Red Dusk Red Zone over Vltava. I'm guessing that's somewhere in Poland or Ukraine. I could not tell you. They do have notable additions here. New playable content for Czechoslovakia. That's good. And Hispanic content for the United Kingdom. And the country we're going to be playing today, Vietnam. Now, as you all know, I'm a staunch communist. I love the People's Republic of Vietnam. Matter of fact, I fought for them during the Cold War. We don't have to talk. We don't have to get into it though. That was a very dark time in my life. But today we're playing Vietnam because I finally, after the shit show that was yesterday, I need something, man. I just need to play to play a good mod. I will say right off the bat, I don't like how dark the map is. I can't see anything. Is that the brightness of my monitor, or is this shit just dark? Holy shit, is it dark? So yeah, mod team, if you're watching this, please fix it. Why don't you play Yugoslavia? Because they're not in the fucking thumbnail now, are they? Get the fuck out of here with Yugoslavia. Yeah, I ain't playing. When you see the thumbnail, you know what we're doing. Get the fuck out of here. We might play Red Dusk more in the future, though. I might do a Yugoslavia run on stream. Because this is actually a good mod that I do like playing. I would like to play it more than once, if possible. My national radio broadcast made a 6-7 joke yesterday. You should go bomb them in game, of course. So it's just dark. That's a shame. I don't know why they made it dark. It used to be so bright and happy and full of life, and now it's just black. So anyway, we're going to be doing the new millennium. It is 2000, and the lore of Red Dusk is what if the Soviet Union, the little coup they had, actually succeeded? I don't like that Poland's the same color as Russia. They should fucking change. Romania and Poland are the same color as Russia, so you can't really tell that they hate Russia. That's not the best thing ever, I will say. There's TFR GUI for the get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing no TFR GUI. See here, let's do some construction. But yeah, the lore of this mod, pretty simple, straightforward. The Soviets, they had a little coup that actually did happen in real life. But in real life, Yeltsin defeated them and became an alcoholic and fucked Russia over for eternity. So the question this mod asks is, what if instead of Yeltsin fucking over Russia for eternity, the coup succeeded and the communists fuck over Russia for eternity? It's very revolutionary. You don't really see it that often. Now, clearly you can see that that doesn't change that much in the world. The only well, we have the Islamic Salvation Army in Algeria. I don't know what that is. That might be based on something in real life. I have no idea. As you can see, the Cyprus still divided. Classic. But yeah, nothing's really changed that much in the world. I mean, sure, we still have apartheid South Africa in the year 2000, but like, that's not too bad. We still have Yugoslavia doing very bad things inside of Bosnia and Kosovo, but that's not too bad. It's not the worst things ever. National State of Hungary. What is that flag? Is awful. Vudos Surpedek. I don't know what this is. Century of humiliation. Well, that's just the definition of being Hungarian. You're just humiliated for all eternity. Oh yeah, Czechoslovakia also exists. They didn't split up in this timeline for some reason. Very strange. Very strange. But yeah, we're Vietnam. All you need to know about Vietnam is we technically own Cambodia and we technically own Laos. They are like our little bitch boys. They do everything we say because we're the big dog over here. You see my army? I've got like a quadrillion divisions in the field. That's way more than they've got. If we look over here at Kampuchea, they've got 4 to 27. What the fuck is that? Oh my! I'm an idiot. I need to turn on my DLCs. Fuck! Alright, everybody. 2 minutes into the stream, and I've already fucked up. Does it have content for Iran? No, but they're adding it. So yeah, remember when yesterday we had to play that shit-ass mod that made me turn off all the DLCs? Guess what I forgot to do? Ooh. Even when I've cursed it to hell, it's still fucking me over. Gotta love that. Gotta love... I still can't believe there's a Hoi 4 mod that you need to turn off all your fucking DLCs for it to work. This is... I fucking hate this shit. I hate this shit, man. Oh my god. It still lingers. I can't escape it. It's awful. Oh yeah, as you've seen, channel memberships actually have a reason for existing now. I have like 2 emotes and they get a little custom icon next to their name. I gotta shill it at least once during the stream, because if not, people people don't pay me money. I'm not playing without the DLCs. You can go fuck yourself. Yeah, no, it's good that you weren't here yesterday. That was like actually the worst mod I've played by far. Holy fuck, it was bad. Oh my, I don't even want to think about it. No, I don't want to think about it. It's gonna give me, I need my stress ball. Where's my stress ball? Oh my god. I have PTSD from that mod. I still do. It's awful. Oh, waiting for the next update. That's tongue-in-cheek. Get it, guys? Because they never update their mod. Don't worry about what the emotes are. There's gonna be more added over time as we get more channel members. That's my promise. That's my guarantee. You give me money, I give you emotes. As the Ayatollah decreed. Yeah, there was like 6 commit genocide against the Muslim focuses in fucking Twilight of the Anthropocene. It was awful. Jack Daniels is always available. That's so true, man. That's what I love drinking. Jack Daniels in the morning. Yeah, no one should be asking about the mod yesterday, because today we're playing a good mod. We're not going back to that dark place. That dark place. So let's start organizing our army here. We have Vietnamese Marines. We have the Vietnamese army. Classic. We have a pretty big tank force, all things considered. And we have mech as well. Ooh. We're in for a treat today. We only have 1 field marshal. I almost got taken down for racism by misspeaking. Oh no. Shoot the reformers in the party? Uh-oh. We haven't gotten to that yet. You need to be patient. There needs to be a bit of restraint shown. We haven't even gotten into the game proper. You already want me to shoot people? Yeah, we don't speak about yesterday. That was a dark time in the channel's lore, which we will not be going back to. It can't hurt us. It can't hurt us anymore. It's gone. Buried. So, one of the cool things about Red Dusk is that it's pretty much just vanilla plus. Doesn't change that much from the base game. Which a lot of people might say, oh, that means it's dog shit. I don't think that's dog shit. I think that's actually kinda Sigma. Because it means that I don't have to learn 50 new mechanics just to play the funny map game. Which is awesome in my opinion. We can build corvettes. I don't think we need ships, honestly. Vietnam's not really a navy country. Yeah, no, the thing with Twilight of the Anthropocene, it is incredible. It is 100 times worse than
it's totally worse than
Collapsing
CW.
World.
I mean, CW
At least in
is
Collapsing
kind
World,
of
you can play the mod and not feel like you're wasting your fucking time. That is the one thing I'll give Collapsing World. It has real content in it. Instead of just, let's make Israel the best nation to ever exist. So let's see what's in store for Japan in the new millennium. So Ethiopia launches a major offensive against the PLF. That's not good. It's the year 2000. We're meant to have peace in the world. Peace and love. Peace and love. If you think I'm gonna read all this shit, you're wrong. We're not reading shit. Today we're just like winging it. I've already read these entire events, unless they've changed them. If they've changed them, then I have not read them. And I'm not here to jester max. I'm not here to just read this shit for you. If you haven't read it already. If you haven't read it, I'm sorry. But that's... Oh, we get a free ship. And 10 convoys. And -7 consumer goods. God damn. That's a good ship. That's a 1990 Corvette as well. That's Pog Champ. You know, in this stream, we don't read the Hoi 4 events. The Hoi 4 events read me. That's how it is. Alright, we're healing the scars of the Vietnam War. We should also probably do the status of the economy. The economy's looking quite weak right now. I remember it used to be a bit stronger. I think they reworked it, probably. Uh-oh. What's this? There's the gas state. What the fuck? Where's that? I have no idea. We'll deal with it when we have to. We need to produce IFVs, infantry AA. Yeah, that's fine. Where do I see IFVs here? There we go. We need IFVs. We need AA. And I don't think we're gonna be able to buy anything from the market for a long time. Anti-Kabila us in Africa, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, as you can tell, Africa's still a bit of a mess in this timeline. Somalia is straight up just ruled by anarchy. Somalian anarchy, yep. Somalia's been in a state of anarchy, civil war, and violence after collapsing of Barre's forces. Oh boy. That's fun, ain't it? Is Vietnam still yeah. So they're heavily they're aligned to the Soviets, not the Chinese, because the Chinese invaded us back in like the 70s, I'm pretty sure. That's like a real lore, real life lore you can look up. That really did happen. I remember it from history class. But yeah, Vietnam is pro-Soviet in this timeline, as they are in real life. Is Panama a banana republic? We need to figure that out. They have the canal. I mean, that's the bitch that fucked the country. Okay, we don't need to look there anymore. People who use slang like TS should be hanged. Probably. I don't know. Oh shit, the PS2 came out? Fuck the death of Mandela, dude. We got the PlayStation Double. This is one of the greatest consoles ever made. That's the fat model too. This is the epic one before the slim. Fuck the death of Mandela, dude. I don't need that. All I need is the PS2, PS Double. And we have a new TV show. The Road to Mount Olympia. It's knowledge-based mountain climbing competition for contestants. Oh, so it's like Sisyphus. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we just need more IFV. We should probably queue up a line of tanks. I'm thinking, we start off with 1960s MBTs. That's pretty advanced. That's like modern weaponry, I think. That's 2000s weaponry right there. Panama is a Dagestani propaganda used as leverage against... Yeah, so true. That's 100% accurate. Oh, we can sign a trade agreement with the U.S. Uh-oh. I don't know if the veterans would be too happy with that one. Am I streaming on Twitch too? Not currently. I was thinking about a dual streaming on Twitch eventually. I just kind of don't... I'm gonna be honest. I'm just kind of lazy and don't feel like setting it up right now. Like, I don't know. Request from local authority. Okay, guys. You already know the drill. You get to choose. You get to choose what we do. This is a choose your own adventure video. What to do? Don't listen to the people. Or do you guys want to trust Thai Bin? If I can write that properly. You already know what this is. This is a democratic process. Everyone has to vote. It's illegal to not vote, matter of fact. Oh shit, a gift. I don't know what that is. I still don't know what a gift is. Fuck the people. Literally or like metaphorically? We gotta get this shit straight. We have a lot of humanists in chat right now. It's split 50-50. Let's give it a second. It is split 50-50. You're not voting? Fuck you, Chris. It's honestly mad that China supplied the Viet Cong with more artillery pieces than was produced during World War One and Two. That's just how it is. Alright, so it's 50-50 right now. I don't have a coin on me, sadly. What the fuck? Actually, no, I do have a coin. I have a quarter. Huh. I have a quarter. Let's see here. Heads, we listen to the people. Tails, we don't listen to the people. And it is tails, so we don't listen to the people. I love democracy. I love democracy so much. There we go. We don't need to save any bullets. Vietnam is the most productive country in the world. We have all the bullets. Oh, what the fuck? According to the survey from the people and the main cause of the incident is the people's resentment towards the bureaucratic apparatus, corruption, and detachment from the people. Oh, well, we must take action. How are we not going to take the action? You don't believe me, but that's only because I don't have a camera on. If I had a camera on, you would believe me, but I'm not doing that because I'm not whoring myself out to prove a point. Oh, we had a leadership purge and we fixed the protests. Who would have known? It was the people, the government that was wrong. Huh. Oh, we can get minus 15% consumer goods. We're gonna do that right off the bat. A quarter would buy me more than just Argentina. It's Argentina and Paraguay combined. Like, get real. Let's see. I think the one we need Hoa Bin Construction Group because that gives us minus 5% consumer goods, and we do need to build up. We do need to build up a bit of an industry. I'm starting to think. We also need to. We have no planes to produce. Oh, we should. We should go off of air training because we cannot replace the planes. Yeah, providing proof of anything is whoring yourself out. By the way. A discussion on Confucianism. Oh, that sounds pretty interesting, my dude. Confucius? I remember I read about that guy in school. Yeah, we had to learn about him. Let's improve veterans' welfare, something that the United States of America would never do. Hence why Vietnam better. And Assad, what is this? Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone in their right mind is reading this entire fucking event. Red Dusk team, I love you. No one wants to read about the basics of Confucianism in a Hoi 4 mod, bro. Pack it up. Get that fucking event out of here. Get that shit out of here. No one's gonna read that. Help those who in need. Okay, that's slightly wrong grammar. We'll let it slide. You know, English. The developers might be English second language. I don't think anyone wants to read about Confucianism still. It's part 2, bro. At that point, just link me to the Wikipedia, okay? Just link me to the Wikipedia page if you want me to read it so badly. Stop giving me events about that shit. They're not worth my time. They're not worth anyone's time, matter of fact. Quayle drops out of the 2010 presidential election now. That's pretty sad. Or, sorry, 2000. I'm seeing numbers that aren't there. Malay has gambled all of Argentina's GDP on the Argentina team winning the World Cup. That's so true. The payout is gonna be fucking massive. I can read. I just choose not to. I'm illiteracy maxing. That's that's the hip new thing everyone's doing. You're here to listen to me read? That's too bad. The Bastille Day incident. Why do I... What the fuck? I get an event about it, and I get a news thing about it. A small group of soldiers took the opportunity to take over the France Inter radio station, calling themselves the Patriots. The broadcast began with, "To you, my friends," and largely focused on criticizing the government's growing authoritarianism. Uh-oh. Can't do that in the European Union. They just passed chat control. From the Grand Revolution to the present, the history of the insurgent citizens started with those July. Bro, why do we celebrate Bastille Day in Vietnam? You'd think we'd be pretty anti-French, no? I think they kind of oppressed us for a few hundred years. If I'm not getting my history wrong. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm not playing Russia right now. I want to play Vietnam. There we go. Now we need to define our place in the world. And find out, what are we? Are we Vietnamese, Chinese, Russian, American? We don't know. We need to define that. More devs should spurg dump about random shit in event. Probably, yeah. That would give quite a few YouTubers a lot of free fucking content to farm ad revenue. That would give someone quite a lot to just read to make the video longer. Remember, this mod's so relaxing. I don't feel like throwing my computer out of the window yet. This is so good. I'm relaxed right now. The cortisol is low. Let's get our Soviet brothers involved here. You love reading visual novels. Here's the thing. Visual novels are pretty good because they have big titty anime girls. Hoi 4 mods don't have that shit, so I'm not gonna read the 50 fucking paragraphs. Unless there's a big titty at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would I ever read an event that doesn't result in me seeing big ass anime boobies? Like, get real, bro. Get real. We need construction focus as well. Minus 0.50 political power, but we're still making plus 40, so it's fine. Plus 0.40. Yeah, there is no Israel focus tree. The mod's anti-Semitic. Oh no. As far as I know, it's not planned. Large flood in the southern region. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's where I want to build all my mills. I'm not a gooner. I am not a gooner. I'm many things. A gooner is not one of them. I just appreciate the finer things in life, okay? Can a man not admire the beauty of the womanly form? I'm 6'3", by the way. Can a man not respectfully watch a woman do everyday household tasks? Like can a man not help a woman rearrange the furniture in the house, cook, clean? I'm 6'3", by the way. I just thought I'd let y'all know. Let's see here. Yeah, we're getting our equipment back in order. We have a bunch of guns and shit. We need more mills. That's still the problem. Listen, it's not always about the anime titties. It's more about what they represent. They represent maternity. They represent the beauty of they represent the beauty of what God has done to create such a fine specimen. You know, a lot of people don't believe me when I say I'm 6'3". I have a real eyewitness accounts. You can ask Florius about this. This is 100% factual, believe it or not. Fucking in the NHS app, they have to log me as that as well. You've seen 4 ads? That's out of my control. YouTube does what YouTube wants. I can't really stop YouTube from doing anything. The military seizes power in Thailand. That's not good for us, man. That doesn't seem very wholesome communist of them. It seems quite dictatorial. It's not good. That is very bad. I'll say that this mod being as dark as it is, the map being like fucking... Dude, you have the ocean being oil black. Like, it's easy on the eyes, but it's not very appealing. It makes the mod feel less... It makes you kind of fall asleep, you know? The difference between TFR and this mod is 100% pacing. In this mod, it's railroaded, yes. But you get to actually do shit within like a year or two. Not even a year or two, like a few months to a year of the mod starting, right? In TFR, you need to wait 4 fucking years for the railroad to start. That is how it fucking... That is the big issue with TFR. It is fully pacing. If TFR was more fast-paced, if you could do shit earlier than what the mod wants you to, it would be 100 times better. Who the fuck in their right mind wants to spend what, like 2, 3, 4 years just reading fucking events? Reading events, not doing anything. Bro, at least give me like a proxy
What's
war
your
I can fight in
favorite
that time.
visual
And not like the
novel?
ones in
Better
TFR
be
where
Fate.
you just like steamroll them immediately. Like give me proxy wars like what the we're gonna I don't want to spoil too much. But we're gonna see one here in Vietnam pop up real soon in Kampuchea and Laos. And that one actually gives you shit to do because it's not like, oh, you just roll over them. It's very back and forth, which is entertaining, and it gives you engagement. You want a LARP? Oh shit. LARPer in chat, it's over. Favorite visual novel? Sakura Succubus 4, specifically. That's a classic game. Long time fans of the channel will know a lot about that about that game. We ended the protest. That's good. We have modern factories now. Let's do prefabs. Let's do prefabs and let's do container. Yeah, the thing, you can have interesting choices with railroading, but the problem with railroading is it locks you, right? It's like, it's too not demeaning, but it's too limiting. You need fuck, what do you mean? In a mod like this, it's railroaded, but it lets you know upfront, yeah, this is fucking, you only had this much content, and when you do this path, you're locked onto it, you can't do anything else. With TFR, they try to be like, okay guys, we're railroaded, but you get choices. No, you can't have both. Either you are railroaded and, either you're railroaded and you're locked to a single path, like a fucking, like a linear story game, or you're sandbox. You can't be both. When you try to do both, you fuck up. That's another problem with TFR. Is TFR wants to railroad you, but at the same time they want to tell you, no man, you can do whatever you want. No, it doesn't work like that. You need one or the other. You can't have both. Uh-oh. Alright, what's this event? There are many reasons behind the situation in the Central Highlands, but it all starts with the difficulties faced by the ethnic minorities in the late 20th century. Uh-oh. To address the issue, 2 solutions were proposed. Actively implement effective programs, projects, and policies for ethnic minorities and social welfare to reduce the poverty sustainability. Or second, continue to promote mass mobilization to build political foundations and address the fundamental issues of full row and terrorist organizations. Let's see here. That's not good. That's not good. That's kinda decent. Actually, that just gives us both. That's not good. What's the alternative solution? We can make an autonomous zone. Or we can do nothing, actually. You know what? Let's do... I'd rather the 20% factory. 20% consumer goods. That's better than losing 3 civilian factories. Oh shit, civil war in Czechoslovakia. When is update for what? You can't just fucking say when is update and expect everyone to know what you're talking about, man. What the fuck? Exactly. Like in a mod like Red Dusk, in Red Dusk specifically, it's never like, oh, you're gonna be doing great, and then the mod says stop. No, if you're doing great, it's because you're already locked onto the path you want to do, and the mod's gonna reward you for doing good in that path, right? In TFR, it's like you can be doing great, and then it just suddenly shifts you to a completely different thing. For no reason. I don't know when the Red Dusk update is. I'm not in the dev team. I don't have insider knowledge. Also, you can't just ask when is update. Like, you need context to your question, man. Come on. Oh shit, we just unlocked more focuses. That's PogChamp. That's awesome. I'm gonna get killed tomorrow. I'm letting you on. When will I update? When I stop projecting myself into the world around me, that's when. Alright, so we lost few. And now we're getting new party rules. And, okay everybody, you get an epic choice to make right now. Do you guys want... Start a poll. What do you want? Well, yeah, the mod got updated recently, but it's what the fuck do you mean? The mod makes it seem like you're playing an updated version. Red Dusk, they improved this game. Like, what the fuck? Dude, why are you asking me for an update? If you're saying the stream title insinuates an updated version, why the fuck are you asking me when the update is? According to you, the stream title would mean the update's already out. This is just retard shit, man. Oh my your frontal lobe needs to develop. Jesus fuck. Alright, what do you guys want? Abolish the advisory council and abolish. Do you guys want to abolish or keep? I can't write the whole thing. The mod's not gonna make me crash out. People are gonna make me crash out today. Holy fuck. Oh my god. It's not a fucking excuse, bro. By your logic, you're wrong. Just sit down. Just don't say anything. This isn't even like I need to be like an I need to have the right sort of thing. This is just like we need to use our brains here for a second. We all do. It's okay. It's okay if you phrase stuff wrong. It's okay if you like, you know, maybe have a little brain fart. Just like don't even justify it, because justifying it makes it look worse. Take it from me, because I've done that a lot. It's not good. Like, I've done that throughout my life. Just never if you're wrong, just don't fucking justify being wrong. Just like take the L. That's it. And I'm taking my anger out from yesterday on people. I'm sorry. The trauma from yesterday it's still lingering. So you know, like. That's completely on me. I'll take the L. Here we go. We've got a majority of the people wanting to abolish. So I'm saying we're just going to end the poll there. And we're going to abolish the council. We're going to get better communism. Yeah, it's like, embrace your retardation. That's all we need in life. If more people embraced being stupid, we'd live in a happier society. I played Iraq. I have played Iraq. It is worth playing. I think in this mod specifically, all the minor paths are worth playing. Like for example, Vietnam, Iraq, South Africa, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia. I think they're worth playing. It's usually the major countries that are dog shit. Like Soviet Union's boring. America's got skeleton content, so that's boring. The UK is boring. You know, my advice for Red Dusk is don't expect anything good from the major countries. The minors are just. Pause. No. We're not doing this. We're not getting clips. We're not getting clips. Oh, the General Secretary's speech. We do need to accelerate the process of industrialization. That sounds very smart. Now let's do a state visit to Cambodia really quick. No, we're not. I'm not reading that message in chat. That's gonna get clipped. Alright, everybody. What do you want? Do you guys want a new constitution? Or do you guys want to amend the constitution? How do you write amend? There we go. This is a choose your own adventure game after all. So you all get to tell me what to do. I can't choose for myself. Oh, the Good Friday Agreement collapsed. Are they gonna start bombing Ulster again? Are they gonna start trying to kill fucking Margaret Thatcher again? Also, I just want to say, quick tangent. What the fuck is the point of skeleton content in a mod, right? Why would you release content that's incomplete for a mod? That just don't release it at that point, you know? Oh, there goes the South African Civil War. You've got Mandela versus apartheid. Who's gonna win? Place your bets right now. Hello. Alright, so I see you guys want a new constitution. So we're gonna be doing that path as soon as we're done with our focus. But I don't get the point of skeleton content in the Hoi 4 mod. Why would you release content that's incomplete? Like that's not a good practice, I think. I think that's kind of shitty. I think that's kind of lazy in a way. Right? Like if you don't have good content, just don't release content. That's it. So we can be over here. We can be neutral. Play both sides. We can get both. We can scam the capitalist, and at the same time, we can get. We're gonna be doing neutral. That's actually goated. We get to scam the capitalist out of their money, and we get to keep fucking with the communists. That's awesome. Mandela's losing his mind. Mandela's dead. Mandela died in 2000 in this timeline. They are kind of winning against Viljoen's forces. Will Viljoen deploy the mustard gas to beat them? That is the question. Yeah, skeleton content is like edging. Everyone says they do it, but no one really likes it. Let's be... That's just the truth. Let's be real here, okay? No one likes edging, just like no one likes skeleton content. Get rid of it. We should see how Tito's doing. Tito's dead. They have Stambolic in charge. Is that like the ultra-nationalist guy? That's the super Yugoslavian guy. Oh, he's anti-nationalist. Oh no. So everyone says they edge, but no one does it. That's just how it is. I think we also need grand battle plan. Or do we want... We're gonna want mass assault today. We're gonna want mass assault because we're gonna be fighting in areas with no supply. That's also true. The opposite of Red Dusk would be Blue Dawn. That is also true. Milosevic ruined everything. Just look at Serbia now. Let's not jump to... You see, we found the first edger. This guy's... He says he edges because he's saying don't rush to conclusions. He doesn't edge for shit, dude. He's LARPing. The Yugoslav liberate... Did it already explode? Let's see if that focus... Yugoslavia has not exploded yet. Will they invade Croatia? Is that in their tree? Well, we should play Yugoslavia. I might just not do a new mod and play Yugoslavia tomorrow. I don't know. I need to look at the mod list to see what dog shit I could play tomorrow. Failures of the 80s, and that's a very bad debuff. But we are doing pretty decent industrializing so far. I do not edge, I do not coom. I jerk off once a week and unenthusiastically while staring at a blank wall and move on after 5 minutes. I think you have a problem. You might want to go to like a therapist to get that checked out. I don't know. That's just, I once played this mod as a fascist Yugo and got invaded by all of NATO for committing genocide. Yeah, that was the path that they had on release. Yeah. And that is what would happen. Joint statement. Oh, we're great friends with China. They would never invade us. Listen, it's optional information, but we listen and we don't judge. This is an accepting stream. Wholesome family not family friendly, actually. This is not family friendly at all, but this is a wholesome, inclusive stream. We do not judge. He who has never gooned, may he cast the first stone. Alright? That's what Jesus said. You should play 2 lesser known mods called Celestial Reich and New World Embers. Right after you say that, let me get my phone out. I need to add those to the list. I was meaning to. But I just kept forgetting the mod names. That's why I need to make an email address for this series. Because I can't keep forgetting. 9/11 happened! Oh no! Whatever shall we do? The question of the naval base. Let's send them an offer that they can't refuse. Because I like the money. There we go. We received 15 Su-17s and 15 MiG-29s. Rules are fluid. We can always change rules when we want. That's I don't make the rules. I get told the rules. Was Jesus jester maxing or he was frame mugging? Why do you think they hung him up on the cross? Because he was mogging everyone. He was like, Zizmaxing. Who did 9/11? I think... Probably like this guy over here. I don't know. Or maybe this guy. It was one of the two. Now we have... No time to waste. Let's keep industrializing. Play the niche mod Road to 50. I would if that was, if that, you know, had zany, crazy stuff to do. And something for me to get angry at. That's just a good mod. That just has nothing to it. It's just a good mod. I can't say anything about it. Oh shit, the African Liberation Front. They're going all in. This guy's getting pushed back far. He's getting pushed to Port Elizabeth. Man, apartheid sucks for war. Who would have known? Let's visit Japan. Bernie did 9/11 in Red World. We do need to play Red World eventually. That one's on the list. The thing with Red World is I don't really want to be too harsh on it, because the guy that made it kinda maybe died, and it's not very good. Who did I bet on for the Civil War? Well, I'm socialist in game, so I voted for the socialist. That's just how it is. Can you play the mod Vanilla? Maybe one day. I've heard that's a pretty controversial mod though. I don't know if I can. Did you ever try? I tried Collapsing World. I thought it was dog shit. I read the lore document and then I played a little bit and I thought it was dog shit. And the more people ask me about it, the lesser my opinion of that mod becomes, unironically. Oh, the USSR just went into Afghanistan. It's over. They're straight up invading again. It's part 2. Dmitry Yazov's in charge of the Soviets. Oh boy. You can play fan forks and be hard on the creators of them. Probably. Red World is a mod that I just think I want to have dumb fun in. You know, it's kind of like in that same mental space as Delusion Rise of Italia for me. Where it's like, yeah, it's an old mod, it's kind of shitty, but they were made at a different time when standards for mods weren't high. You kind of need to rate Hoi 4 mods relative to the year they were released in, right? So like a mod that was originally made in 2016, like Deluge, you can say like, oh, this mod's shitty. But at the same time, there was just like no standard for Hoi 4 mods or what Hoi 4 mods should be. So you can give it a pass because of when it came out, right? But a mod like Twilight of the Anthropocene that came out in the 2020s, when TFR was a fucking thing, and it was trying to be TFR. So you gotta kind of compare it against TFR, and when you compare it against TFR, Twilight of the Anthropocene is just fucking dog shit, atrocious dog shit. Same with Collapsing World. With Collapsing World, you gotta compare it against the mods of its time, like Kaiserita, against the mods of its time and against the mods that came before. And as soon as you bring up Kaiser Redux to Collapsing World, that mod just immediately falters. North Korean proposal. Oh, I love North Korea. Of course we're gonna accept that proposal. Minus 30% consumer goods. Hold on. No, 30% consumer. We get rice exports. We're exporting rice to them. That's good though. And let's do a diplomatic mission to South Korea at the same time. No, Deluge wasn't Israeli Patagonia. That was that was Rise of Italia, which was also made in 2016. Actually, Rise of Italia I think was 2017, not 16. But point still stands, you know. You gotta compare mods against their contemporaries. You only compare a Hoi 4 mod against what came before and what came after. That's it. If, for example, Red Dusk was... when you have Red Dusk, you're comparing Red Dusk to TFR. You're comparing it to TNO. You're comparing it to Equestria at War. All the mods that came before and during its development, right? Because that's what the developers knew they were going to be competing with. That's how it works. If that makes sense. Do I have submarine? I have submarines off the coast of Pyongyang right now. We got 2 submarines from North Korea. That's W. They're not shitty. They're really good submarines. Look at the stats, man. 14 sub attack, 19 torpedo attack, and surface visibility of 0.5. These things are awesome. Look at that. You're gonna tell me that this is a shit submarine? This thing it has sonar actually. It's actually pretty decent. I thought the North Koreans didn't know what sonar was, but oh well. Where would Vanilla Hoi 4 stand relative to mods? Vanilla Hoi is like a C tier compared to most Hoi 4 mods. Because Vanilla is just kind of like... Vanilla is meant to be just, like the water of Hoi 4, right? Of Hoi 4 content. It's like something that... It's not the great... It's not the best thing ever. It's not bad, but it's just like, you know, it's serviceable. That's water. Water isn't the best drink ever by far, you know. It literally has no taste. It's the gold standard of drinks because you just drink it and you're fine. No one says water is their favorite drink, but no one hates water at the same time unless it's Asmongold. But that guy's like an actual cockroach person, so he doesn't count, right? That's what vanilla is, and that's what vanilla should be. Will you play the Empire of Griffonia in EAW? We've already done that. We already did that, and we killed the child. And then got mogged by the Aquilians because we couldn't scale up. Let's do submarine wolf packs. Here we are. Exactly. How would the Nazis gain power? I just cannot fathom a world where that would have happened in the 1930s. It's a completely ridiculous plot point. Let's see here. Hungary invades Romania. There we are. Let's see here. This is going to be an insane war. The Hungarians have 50... Oh, they should mog the Romanians. Oh, and the Kurdish war in Iraq popped off. That's fun. Game devs should not rely on mods to make their games better. Yeah, but the fucking dev also... Here's the thing. The game dev, you know what they get paid for? The game dev gets paid to do whatever the fucking stockholder wants. That's how Paradox works, because it's a multi-billion-dollar company. When it comes to criticizing Paradox Interactive, you cannot directly criticize the developers. Not because the developers are some sort of protected species, because the developers don't have absolute freedom to do whatever they want, right? That is how it is. Because it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They have shareholders. They have a for example, Tencent, the Chinese company, holds majority stake inside. I think they hold the third biggest, they're the third largest shareholder in Paradox Interactive or some shit like that. They own like 20-30%. So when the developers say we need to add content for China, guess who's over their shoulder watching what they do? Tencent. Tencent tells them, no, you can't do this. No, you can do that. Because they're the ones that finance Paradox Interactive. They are the reason Paradox Interactive stays afloat, right? That's the thing. You can't blame the developers for content being ass because the developers have to do what they are told to do. They don't have creative freedom like mod devs. That's why we can be harsh on mod developers, because mod developers, they have absolute freedom to do whatever the fuck they want, right? No one is telling them what to do. Therefore, when they make a shitty mod, you can say, yeah, it's complete dog shit. When Paradox makes a shitty DLC, and this isn't a defense of Paradox, when they make a shitty DLC, you should call them out. But you shouldn't say that developers are bad when you call them out. You should say, oh, this DLC's dog shit. That's all you should say. You shouldn't say, why would the developers waste their time making this? They have no choice. The developers have to do whatever the shareholders, whatever management tells them, right? The only part of Paradox Interactive I will defend is their community management and their developers, because I know that their community management and their developers, they don't really get a say in anything in the company. But I will criticize Paradox management and Paradox's shareholders to hell and high water, because they are the reason Paradox is as shit as it is right now. And like the quicker people start, like when people stop blaming developers for shit outside of their control, that is when Paradox Interactive is going to change. Because right now, when people say the devs are bad, the devs are making bad content, you know what? That gives Paradox management a scapegoat. They can say, yeah, it wasn't our shitty decision that this deals. It wasn't us that decided to make the shitty DLC that makes it so people don't want to buy the DLC and call it dog shit. It's the developers not working hard enough. That nothing's gonna change in the company if you're blaming developers all the time. Blame management. Blame Paradox management and blame the shareholders. It's like that is how it is. That is how it is. And I don't even think it's like a class war thing. I just think it's like whenever a company goes public, it always get shitifies itself. One of the few companies that I have seen that has not become shit because of shareholders is Apple. Because Apple was already shit before the shareholders. And the quality of their products hasn't like gotten worse after shareholders, you know? Apple is a company that has consistently just been shit in their business practices since the days of Steve Jobs. And that's why Apple's a good company, because they're consistent, because they stay with everything, right? Microsoft, the more public and more money Microsoft got, the more shit it became. Why? Because they didn't have Steve Jobs just being shit for them. You know what I'm saying with that? Anyway, we have an election here. Who wins election? Do we want... Let's see here. The communist? What the fuck? Okay, so options A and B are... A, the Communist Party will still hold the majority of the National Assembly seats, but the number of independent candidates elected has increased. Or B, the Communist Party still holds the majority of the National Assembly seats, while the number of elected independents decrease. Which one do you guys want? I don't think they're any different, but which one do you want? Yeah, it's literally like Dodge v Ford, pretty much. But I will say this, Paradox treats their employees super well. Paradox actually pays their employees really well. They treat them super well. So, the thing you can blame the shareholders for is the shitty pricing. The shit you can blame the shareholders for is like not giving the developers enough time to like make good content and stuff. Because that's what happened with the Czechoslovakia tree, for example. What happened with the Czechoslovakia tree is people didn't like No Compromise, No Surrender. So then Paradox decided to push back Thunder at Our Gates, and they had to release something because of how the Steam Battle Pass thing works. With the Steam season, I think it's like what, Season Pass, Expansion Pass. When you release that, you are given deadlines by which you need to release content. If you don't release content on the deadline, you get banned off of Steam for TOS, or you can get sued, right? So Paradox literally had to put something out after they moved fucking Thunder at Our Gates back. Guess what they had to put out? The Czechoslovakia DLC. That's why the Czechoslovakia DLC had cut content. It's because a shareholder probably told Paradox, hey man, or Paradox management decided, hey man, we should do this expansion pass thing so we can charge like 40 upfront for all the DLCs. Or is it 60 or 40 upfront for all the DLCs instead of charging per DLC? And then that just that cuts development time. You don't have as much time to develop content as you normally would when you have a season pass you need to live by. So I'm looking at number A has won the election. Oh, we got more liberals with number A. And we got an event, fuck bankers. Speaking of. Aftermath of the trial. Was the bank guilty or not? I think they've been guilty. Vote for the president. Alright, this is a very important one, everybody. Who president? Do we want Duke Luong? Or do we got Van Gaal? That's an aura name. Which one do you guys want? Duke Lok or Van Gaal? We got the reformed communist or the guy we already have in charge. Yeah, A can be a number. Like the same way X can be a number and Y can be a number. But it's whatever. That's just semantics. It's stupid. Just clip me and make fun of me. There. Dick Long. Tran Duck Long. Oh, I didn't even see that one. I thought that was like the Duck Long or something. I'll always choose the bottom because that's where I like to be. Thank you very much for letting us know that, Hot Dog Daniel 90 or 900. That's a crucial information that everyone in the stream had to know. Now you all know if someone wants to fuck. Oh my, the Prime Minister. This guy there. 7th 5-year plan. Let's get it started. And I think we should invest in the South. Because I'm looking at it right now. We have the North pretty developed. Yeah, the North is like, that's where our entire industry is in. I don't want to have our industry just clustered up. So we should invest in the South. And that's also like a better location for a port. Ho Chi Minh City versus Haiphong, you know. Do you think Yuche is revisionist? I think Yuche is whatever supreme leader tells me it is. Oh, Bin Laden died. The Soviets killed him when they invaded. And that hyper war, the Hungarians lose. They have more units than the Romanians. How are they losing? Man, Hungary just sucks ass. They lost the war against the Romanians. Yeah, we need to diversify the economy. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to have the egg farm and the cow farm. Not just like a chicken farm, you know? Golden Forest, Silver Sea. We have minerals we can extract. Or we can start expanding our oil. I think we need to expand our oil, honestly. Listen, I don't know that much about money, but I know that oil, very expensive. And the terror, oh shit. They're already launching the anti-terror raids in Yugoslavia. They're about to explode. Vietnam no longer recognizes North Korea as communist. And to be fair, they haven't been communist for a while, you know. What is it? Kim Il-sung is the eternal president of the republic. That's aura. Even after death, he still rules with benevolence. Oh, and Cyprus just exploded into war. Who's gonna win, the Greeks or the Turks? Place your bets. The Greeks have 22 divisions. The Turks have 15. Who's gonna win the Cypriot war? Is that a British base in Cyprus? No. Can I send... I want to send them an attaché so bad, but we don't have PP. You don't understand. Kim Il-sung, they say he died. That's revisionist propaganda. He's actually still alive in the middle of Pyongyang, ruling from his forever throne. Dude, actually, we're not going to choose globalized economy yet. We don't want that yet. We need to wait a bit. I think we need Gen 1 thermal sites instead. Yeah, British vacations are in shambles right now. Whoever bought that Jet 2 holiday, I have bad news. Let's social protection program sounds good. This is a very exciting war. These guys have half a railway. These guys in the north just have no railway, but they have the supply hub. This is riveting. We need to fight the poor people. Yeah, we need to do that. Does anyone know the mod Aftershock of Revolution? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, Kim Il-sung is the Emperor of Mankind from 40k. Same guy. There you go. Ensure social security. That's something a lot of Americans don't know about. Matter of fact, I don't know about social security. I don't have a social security number, so I can't get it. Fun fact. If I ever need pension or anything, I'm fucked. I can't get it. Let's expand the Saigon port as well. Oh, the Yugoslav war just popped off. See here? They're advancing. Yeah, they just took Mostar. That's The Herceg Bosnians gone. And they're advancing on Pristina as well. The Yugoslavians might be a bit strong. Now they have Mirkovic in charge. Social Democratic Republic of Korea versus South Korean Empire. Exactly, man. It's always been the... we don't have any reforms yet, so we don't need PP yet. We will need PPs later, though. Do we want to focus on land resources, or do we want the oil? I'm looking at it. I think it might be better to rely on our land resources than the oil. Like, just looking at but we get shit that we're gonna need for equipment here. Rubber, steel, construction speed +5. This one doesn't give us construction speed. How much fuel do we produce? Daily gain 960. Do we don't start off with oil, do we? That's not the resource map mode. What was it? F8, yeah. We have a lot of we have a lot of land resources. We're just gonna go for the oil. JNA committed something in the wars. Oh no. Look, they just took Pristina. Kosovo's over. And they're advancing fast on the Bosnians. The Bosnians have like 30 divisions as well. The Yugoslavs only have like 50. Focusing on oil is revisionist. Listen, man. I just need a little bit of oil. Just a tiny little bit. Not that much. I need to Saddam Max for a little bit. He's hated by everyone as well. Oh yeah, why is Palestine a puppet of Israel in this mod? Are the developers trying to say something? Uh-oh. Let's look at the Cypriot war. It's still... Ukraine rose up. Oh, that's topical. I don't know if we can... The Russians have 300 divisions against Ukraine's fucking 50. Oh no. They're expanding though. They're taking land. They're about to reach Gomel. Oh, Chechnya rose up as well. Russia might be collapsing, but they're also advancing on Kiev at the same time. It's not good. It's not looking good for Ukraine. We need Gen 2 night vision. We need to start investing into our military apparatus, and we need fighter aircraft, airspace dominance, land doctrine. We want our armor, combined arms. I think we want combined arms over urban adaptation. Yeah, we don't want that. Network armed formations. Now we want protected military doctrine. Yeah, we want combined arms maneuver. They might be going for the super omega civil war. So far, only two. Oh, they already beat Chechnya, and they're about to beat Ukraine. Yeah, no, I think it's a nothing burger. And we can't do People's Army yet because Cambodia hasn't exploded. Let's rush down this one. Economic thingies. Oh fuck, is Albania in? No, Kosovo's just still fighting strong. Is that KLA? They're back. It'd be cool if you played the USSR and the Soviet Civil War happens. Play as nationalist Russia. I would like I would have to do so much gesture maxing if I played as Russia, man. I'd need to actually be a jester. What is the socialist equivalent to Gunther? Probably nothing. I've not seen anyone like as stupid as Gunther, honestly. No, I don't think it's Medvedev. Medvedev's not a socialist. Socialist equivalent to Gunther. Hassan is the closest thing, but Hassan's also like he's actually smart. He has a brain on his head. I don't agree with everything Hassan does, but he actually does have a functioning frontal lobe, unlike Gunther. I don't know what Posada is. I don't watch that much politics shit, honestly. I don't rub my brain too much with online politics. The only politics I pay attention to is like Panamanian national politics. Because, you know, that's the only fucking, how do you say? That's the only elections I can vote in. Like that is the only elections or anything that I can vote in. I would not say Hassan is pragmatic at all. Actually, that is a very wrong statement. He very much is not pragmatic. The thing with Hassan is he knows how to handle himself in the media, right? He knows how to spin the media in his favor. Even if, for example, I don't like that he electrocutes his dog. He still managed to brainwash people into thinking he never did it. He managed to brainwash his fucking brain dead fans into thinking he never electrocuted a dog, with like the most dead to rights proof ever. Gunther couldn't do that shit. They tell Gunther like, Gunther, why'd you shock your dog? And Gunther would be like, I only did it cause it's like funny. You know, he's like, I only did it to ex-Russia. Like, as the Panamanian parliament, we don't have a parliament. We have a national assembly, and yes, it is corrupt. Thank you for asking. You know, my vote might not count for much. It counts for something, though. The biggest strength Hassan has over Gunther is that Hassan knows how the fucking media works. He has media training, right? So so whenever he gets in controversy, he knows how to handle it. Gunther just like quadruples down on everything for no fucking reason. Like if it was found out that Gunther was at like a Diddy party, for example, right? Gunther would be, like, if Hassan was at the Diddy party, Hassan would say like, no, I would never be in the Diddy party. I can't believe you'd say that. That was like 50 years ago, before Diddy was back. Like he would never admit to it, but he would also never like deny it. He'd have that plausible deniability and just like make the fucking thing just seem ambiguous and not as bad as it is, because he has media training. If Gunther was at the Diddy party, and you told Gunther, why would you be at the Diddy party? He'd be like, oh man, it was just a fun party, man. It was awesome, man. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Diddy party not good. Diddy party forwards it's Russia, so Diddy party. Like, he just fucking quintuple down for no reason. Sorry about the dog busted into the room, because the door wasn't closed all the way. The dog busted in and I had to go take it out. Yeah, the other thing is like, Hassan's good at distractions, he's good at media. Hassan also makes like one good point every once in a while, compared to Gunther making like negative points every other day. When you look at Hassan, for example, right? Hassan says like AI bad. That's something I agree with, you know? Hassan says like the CEOs are destroying the world. He's right. You can't debate Hassan on like, are CEOs destroying the world? He is objectively right when he says that, you know? But but Gunther, he'd be like, no, AI is the best thing ever. We need to make more AI. The CEOs don't do anything bad. You know what I'm saying? It's my uncle busted inside me once too, Hanson. Don't worry, it wasn't my uncle, it was my dog. And it didn't bust inside me, it busted into the room. What are we talking about? Here's the fundamental difference between Gunther and Hassan. Like, Hassan actually makes good points every once in a while, and he also just knows how the media works. Gunther just doesn't make good points ever. He just makes bad decision after bad. It's impressive to a degree. You know, it is actually impressive how wrong a man can be about so many things. We should get the extra research slot with the education reform. That's good. Oh, here we go, everybody. Chaos in Cambodia. It's our time to rise. Fuck the education reform. We need to ready the army for this. Oh, look at how happy this guy is for the civil war. It isn't crazy to support Israel, but at the same time, what's insane is saying that everything Israel has done after October 7th is completely justified because everyone in Gaza is a terrorist. Like, that is psychotic to say. That is psychotic to say that, and no one, you cannot argue with me that that is not like psycho shit, you know? Yeah, like, the one fucking good point that Gunther has is that randomly drawing borders in post-colonial countries causes too much unnecessary suffering. Okay, Gunther, that's a good point you've made. What's your solution to fixing this? Divide the fucking countries and get them all in the EU. What are we talking about? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that, you know? He makes a good point and then he makes 5 bad ones afterwards. And oh my fucking god. It is that Israel, by the state of Israel by design, doesn't want to go by it better than it's doing right now. Because the problem is, if Israel went about the war in Gaza like a normal military would, where they just like push in, like they're going about it as a genocide, because that's what Israeli doctrine has been since the fucking since its inception, is they need to cleanse the lands so they can live in it. Like, that's how it is. And so saying you support Israel, it's like, are you brainwashed, or you just like support a genocide, you know? The only people that support Israel is because they've been brainwashed. I'm fully convinced it's people that either are uninformed about the topic, or they just don't, or they're just indoctrinated to it. Fucker, you can't say Israel's not committing a Gaza. Yeah, if they wanted to commit a genocide in Gaza, they would, and they are. What do you mean? They've killed like what, 100,000 civilians? That is worse than most other countries. Think about this. America killed like 1 million civilians in Iraq over the, like, between what, 2003 to like when they left in 2009, 2010, whatever, right? That's 1 million over the span of almost 10 years. Israel's already killed 100,000 in less than 3. Like, what the fuck? And also, when you look at the ratio, it's worse. 60k max is still not good. That is still an insanely high civilian casualty ratio relative to the amount of fucking relative to the amount of Hamas fighters they've killed. It's literally like it's undefensible what they're doing. Was the IRA justified? I don't think everything. I think the idea of the IRA was justified. I don't think what they did was justified. Right? I don't think they should be bombing the fuck out of London, because that doesn't fix anything. That just creates more conflict and more chaos and division, and it like destroys relationships between countries. It destroys the chance for reconciliation, you know? Yeah, Palestinians celebrated October 7th because for over 50 years they've been oppressed by the Israelis. It's the same reason fucking it is the same reasons. Like, you can't just say, oh, they support this, therefore they bad. You need to look at the history behind why they support it, right? I picked the wrong fucking... I'm a fucking idiot. Like, there's a reason there's a bunch of Irish people that support the IRA. It's because the British starved out the Irish. The British low-key genocided a bunch of Irish people. That's not right. That's why people support the IRA. Does that mean that the IRA is justified in everything it's done? No. Does it explain why they've been doing a bunch of the shit they've done? Yeah. Fuck yeah, it does. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say extremism is the answer. Like, conflict is the answer. I don't think conflict is the answer, but like, you gotta understand why it happens, right? It's over. I'm gonna get assassinated tomorrow. It's been fun doing YouTube videos, guys, but it's over for me. I'm dead. We can't send air volunteers. It's so over. We need to develop infrastructure in rural areas. We need to send additional manpower into these guys. So here. As a saying that Israel isn't committing fucking genocide in Gaza is the same as saying America won the Vietnam War. No, they fucking didn't. Are we just gonna take Phnom Penh without a fight? Yeah, we took Phnom Penh. Crossing that river is actually really good. We need a division in the back line, though. I hate the new map UI, because it makes it... Visually, it makes it worse to micro. I have all these divisions here. Let's just line them up like this, I guess. Yeah, first Pol Pot's genocide, then we have this fucking genocide in another war. Probably another genocide in the background. It's awful for Cambodia. It's over, Cambodia, bros. And same Palestinians never wanted peace ignores the entire history of the conflict. The reason the conflict started is because the Israelis kicked the Palestinians out of their lands. Like, that was the basis for the 1948... Like, that is the basis for the 1948 war. The Nakbas. And all the fucking Israeli terror attacks. And then when the Israelis... When the Holocaust happens, the Palestinians told the Israelis, yeah, man, come. Fuck it. We'll even let you stay in our houses because we're just nice people. And then what happened after that? And then what happened after they let them in the houses? They, I can't fix my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi's fine. It's the jammers. It's the censorship. It's over for me. But, what's it? Then after the, Palestinians let the Israelis stay at their houses and stuff, they gave them refuge after the Holocaust when almost no one else in the world would, right? Guess what happened? They kicked all the Palestinians out of their houses, they changed the locks, and they fucking brought, when they tried to go back home, they brought out rifles, they said, get the fuck out, this is ours now. Is that how you treat your neighbors? Even if you say, oh, in the Quran it says it's their rightful ancestral homeland. Yeah, the Palestinians were letting them go back to it, and then they kicked the Palestinians out. It's the Palestinians' homeland as well. Like, they've lived there for millennia as well. That's undeniable. There's also a reason there's also a reason DNA tests are illegal in Israel. Why? Because 90% of the people living in Israel are Europeans. They went to Israel after the Holocaust. They went to Israel after the fucking, what was the shit in the Soviet Union that the Israelis did? You know? Like, you have people coming from abroad, and they're invading. And then you're justifying that. You're justifying colonization is what you're doing. No, it's not that the Arabs didn't want them. The Palestinians had no issue with them at first. That's the thing. The Palestinians actually did not care that the Israelis were going in. They were like, yeah, you know what? Let's let the Jews here. They just went through the Holocaust. That shit's awful. Let's let them come here so we can all live in peace. And then the fucking Europeans, the European Jews, they said, fuck that. We want to take over the land and we're going to colonize it. And that's what they did. You know? That is factually what happened. The only people that disagree with that telling of events is people that, again, Israelis, because they're indoctrinated to believe that, and people that are just uneducated and ignorant about the fucking topic. And that would solve it, giving the land to Romania. I don't think any Christian villages asked to be annexed by Hezbollah. Christian villages or by Israel. Christian villages have been getting bombed by Israel, matter of fact. Fucking Christian villages were giving refuge to Lebanese people escaping the Israeli onslaught. And again, this is the last thing I'm going to say on it, because quite frankly, there are people in chat that are indoctrinated, that are buying into propaganda, right? That are most likely Israeli and indoctrinated to the propaganda, so they're not going to change their mind. The last thing I will say on it is that you can't look at a people who have been getting bombed. This isn't like an Israeli this isn't a Jewish versus Muslim issue, right? This isn't a Christians versus Jewish or Christian versus Muslim or anything. This isn't like a religious issue. This is a Zionist Israelis versus the fucking world. Because Zionism is not Judaism, right? That's the last thing I'm going to say. Zionism is not Judaism. Zionism is the antithesis of Judaism. Because it makes Judaism look like the worst fucking thing ever. And it makes it so no one wants them. Zionism destroys Judaism, matter of fact, and destroys any chance the Jews have at just living peacefully. Literally, it's about humanity. That's all it is. Do you like the whole argument is, do you think people dying bad? Yes,
fast.
okay. Stop bomb. Why do Jews deserve a state and the Palestinians don't? That's the question. Why does one group of people deserve a state more than others? They don't. That's why multiculturalism is a thing. That is why pretty much every country in the Americas is built on the idea of fucking of immigration. You look at countries like Argentina, Panama, Venezuela. They are built by immigrants, right? Because like there's not one single Argentine people, you know? There's not like a race called Argentinians. That's not a thing. And even if there was, would those people have more of a right to exist than the Uruguayans or the Paraguayans or the Chileans? No, of course not. Like, you can't claim one side wants peace when that side's core argument is we need to destroy all our enemies and we need to kick these people out of their homes. You can't do that. Yeah, Otto, this is not a good time, man. Hold on, I got a phone call. It's BB. Sorry, I had to take a phone call real quick. I wasn't speaking. It was not the hack. Well, no, I don't think it's a Jewish versus anyone issue. I don't think it's a Muslim versus anyone issue. It's literally just Zionists just fucking the world over. That's it. No one state deserves it. Like, no one group of people has more of a right to exist than another group of people. Like, that's just how it is. And if you think like one group of people deserves to exist and another doesn't, guess what? You're no different than the Nazis. That's what the Nazis believed. That's what Hitler believed. That's what he stood for. My people are the best people, therefore they should exist and no one else should. And at the moment you start agreeing with the Nazis, you need to ask yourself, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, that's when you're in the wrong. Yeah, jihadists are bad as well. Do you think I'm gonna sit here and defend jihadists? No. Jihadists are bad the same way the fucking Christian nationalists in the US are bad, because they just hate everyone. And also, that doesn't justify killing an entire race of people. Like, that's not a good justification for genocide. Oh, the other people are doing it, so we can do it as well. No. If everyone jumped off a bridge, would you? As I was saying, 80% of Gazans are extremist Muslims. That is literally Nazi propaganda. That's what the fucking that's what Hitler said about the Jews. They're all trying to destroy Germany. They are all our enemy. We need to kill them all. Why? Because I say so. Again, when you're like making Hitler level arguments, you are not in the right. $60,000 out of 2 million is a huge percentage. Like that is a fuck ton, and yes, it would be a genocide because it is targeted at a single group of people. A single group of people who can't defend themselves, who are civilians, who literally can't fight, who do not have the means to fight back. That is the definition of genocide: killing civilians just for the fuck of it. And if your argument is, oh, we need to kill them now because they're gonna be terrorists in the future, that is a Hitlerite argument. What is the fucking front line doing here? Oh no. I think I need to send more volunteers over. How do I send more volunteers? Call the Air Force, here we go. Hey, Gazans celebrated October 7th. You know what the Israelis celebrated? Killing a bunch of civilians. Does that justify what the Gazans are doing? No. Does that justify the Gazans celebrating October 7th? No, but it doesn't celebrate just killing. Like, it doesn't fucking justify killing all of them. And again, if you think it does, you're no better than Hitler. Because you are using Hitler tier arguments. That's as simple as that. Turkey leaves NATO? What the fuck? Is it because of the Oh no, the Turks are intervening and the Cypriots, the Cyprus might be dead. Oh, it's over. Is my Air Force gonna do anything? This war? I had to take back this airfield. There you go, that's the little political section done for the stream. We need to have at least one, you know? It wouldn't be a real Hoi 4 stream without a stupid hyper argument. Yeah, we got the Turkish liberation path. That's what we got. Why are my planes doing nothing here? I have them on air superiority. There we go. Now we have them on, I have them on cast. They're not doing jack shit. Who am I rooting for? England. Legally, I'm obligated to root for Argentina because they speak Spanish like me, and I don't make the rules. You know, I was told you gotta root for Argentina because they speak Spanish. You speak Spanish. So, you know, I have to do it. I think Argentina's gonna win the World Cup. This World Cup's heavily biased. Like, the referees have been dog shit this World Cup. Honestly, they're not VARing shit. They should be VARing. They're not putting cards when they should be putting cards. No, a lot of people in Latin America are rooting for Argentina, just not in social media. That's the problem. Actually, I do think, though, Spain has a huge chance of winning. I would kind of like it if Spain win. Yeah, I would kind of like it if Spain won. But I do think this World Cup is like rigged, and the reason I think this World Cup's rigged is because I think Trump probably it's for money. Honestly, it's probably for money. It's not even just I think it's for money because Infantino, you gotta see what player brings him the most money. Fucking Messi, so he wants Messi to win. I think that's what it wants. I don't think England has any chance of winning though. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Spanish team would beat the fuck out of the English team. So I think the world final is going to be Spain versus Argentina, and I think it could go either way. Oh, so I will say that Egypt game did look like it looked fucked up. How are you gonna tell me that in minute 80 the Egyptian defense just falters? Like that's just weird. That just never fucking happens. That at minute 80 of the game the defense just starts blundering like they did. It is insane. England does have tea. They might win. I did not take that into account. This has been like one of the worst World Cups by far, though. Insanely. It's been by far one of the worst World Cups. Just because of the refereeing. That's it. It's just the refereeing is dog shit for this World Cup. If they had proper referees, it'd be way better. We took Phnom Penh, then they kicked us out. And our air does nothing in southern Indochina. Oh, there we go. Now we're doing cast damage. Do that. Miss this. Let's try and take that. I want to see if I can get encirclements down here. We're mauling them in the south. Here in Cambodia now. Also, another game that seemed really rigged. America versus Australia. Did we... Oh, we're directly at war now. Uh-oh. Oh, that kinda... Uh-oh. We're mobilizing the reserves. Why is the US blockading me, man? What the fuck? I haven't done anything wrong this war. I'm just helping my allies. Fight imperialist. That's what I'm doing. So I will say, hydration breaks are by far the worst fucking thing that ever happened to football. It is so dog shit. Hydration breaks are. It's not that it took too long. I don't think. I'm just having fun with the war, man. Sometimes when you take long, it's because you just want to be peaceful and just low-key chill. Let me move these guys over to here. Boom. On the... Where even is my front... I can't see my front line. They need to change this UI. This UI is atrocious, man. Fucking hell. Well, you install the hydration mod. I do have it installed. It's not compatible with this mod, though. So, couldn't use it. Dude, the hydration break is such a greedy fucking thing. It is so fucking greedy, and it is so dog shit. There's no reason to have it. Let's do sustained fire superiority. I think that's good for our doctrine. For air doctrine, strike aircraft, we want flying artillery. Naval doctrine, let's do carrier battle groups. Why not? Actually, we have a navy. We can go blockade. we can go convoy raid these people so they don't get lend-lease. Yeah, they're getting American lend-lease. Let's blockade them. Here we go. Why is Goku here? Goku's fighting 32 convoys. Are we gonna sink any? Yeah, we're sinking convoys, baby. Let's go. Here's my take with hydration breaks. If you need to have hydration breaks of football, then make it so that you can't strategize during it. Make it so that that you just bring the bottles of water out to the fucking football players on the pitch where they are. They drink it and then it's done, right? That's how hydration breaks should be. The way they're being done now, where it's like, no, it's a complete pause, and then you can go see your coach and like strategize for the next half of the game. Fuck that shit. That's so ass. Oh shit, $10. Hot take. The world is not an international economic, so. Like, Dubai, Davos, New York, regardless of history in the past, we should all be proud of our own race. We should be proud of our nations. I don't think there's any merit in being proud of your own race, right? Because there's a huge cultural difference between a black person from the middle of Nigeria and a black person from America. Like, if you want to be proud of your nation, that's fine, because your nation has culture. Your race doesn't inherently have culture. Your ethnicity doesn't inherently have culture. Like, you can have Arab people that are Christian and Jewish and not Muslims. Like, you see? The quicker people just stop looking at things through a racial lens, the quicker the world becomes a better place. Because racial division and shit, that is literally just a bourgeoisie idea that is made to divide people and keep them down. I know that might sound radical to say. That might be commie speak to some people, but that's the truth. Let's see here. Holy shit, the Americans have volunteers in Thailand? Oh no, it's not the Americans, it's the Malaysians. They just have an incredibly similar flag. I was worried there for a second. Also, our naval blockade here is looking delicious. We're sinking all their convoys. The Vietnamese wolf packs are going in. Now let's seek help from the communist world. We need more comrades supporting the cause. Am I a globalist or a nationalist? I don't know. I don't like to define myself in those terms, honestly. I don't really feel represented by them. Because I love my country. But at the same time, like, I love abroad. Like, there's a reason I went to study in the UK. It's because I think the UK's, despite all its flaws, I think the UK's a good country. Like, I think it's a nice place to be. And I like traveling, you know? I like seeing the world. I like seeing different cultures. I don't like to close my mind off to all that shit. I like to be there. Learning. Like, I love my country, but I also like the rest of the world, you know? 12 fighters or 80 tanks. Give me the 80 fucking tanks. And Soviets, give me the rifles. Now we're storming through. We might be able to get a sick encirclement here. Yeah, there's gonna be a sick encirclement. They don't have the port. Oh my god, we did it. We're sieging Phnom Penh. We're gonna take it. Pol Pot's regime will fall. It's not even Pol Pot. I think we're supporting Pol Pot. Yeah, I don't like to define my political position, really. I just have opinions. That's how I see it. Like, I have opinions, and I'll share them, and that's it. How many people have we killed? 130,000 Cambodians and over 500,000 Thai people. We're doing pretty good in this war. Let's do as well rapid deployment doctrine or protracted conflict. 500 weekly manpower seems incredible right about now. There you go. We got a convoy sunk. We need to starve out the enemy. They cannot be allowed to fight as long as us. We must destroy them over a long period of time. Not immediately, because that would be too swift. We need to go for the long war. We're going to win this. This is actually pretty easy. Easy. I like this war. It's not the easiest war in the world, but it's also, like, it's decently challenging. Like, you do need to micro and stuff if you don't want to get completely rolled. There we go. That's, up to almost 700k. Have 100 mil core pop? No way. We have 85 mil. It's only 2004, bro. Okay? The pop hasn't exploded that far. We're gonna get a sick encirclement. Start pushing across. Boom. Breaking through. We do that. And we still have 400 days to fix the unemployment and housing crisis, so we're good. We're more than good on time, actually. I need to produce a fuck ton of tanks. My factories are being bombed to shit, I feel like. There we go. Planes out. If I take this airfield, then we're in a really good position. There we go. Now we can have a more centralized air force. Boom. Easy. Coup in Syria. What's happening there? Oh, they're a puppet of the Saudis now. And Iraq lost to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they need to rework this mod's UI. Like, it is not good now. It used to be good, now it's not good. Now it's kind of dog doo-doo. So if anyone can tell the developers, yo, do my eyes deceive me, or is Bangkok open? No, it's two countries are the same shade of purple, so I can't tell when the enemy land is open. I love this. My tanks will, however, storm straight through. Wipe out the ladyboys in Bangkok. Why would we wipe out the best part of Thailand? You're mad.
Wipe out the ladyboys in
There you go, we broke them
Bangkok,
through.
please.
We're gonna rush back. I think if we just touch Bangkok, we win the war.
This too embarrassing for me to say.
We can't let them encircle though. I need like the AI to start moving in to fill the gaps. I can't do this on my own. We've lost our air force as well. Look at this massive encirclement. Screenshot it. Put it on Reddit. This is a huge W for Vietnam. They're up to almost 1 million. Czechoslovakia request investments. Arms industry I'll invest in. Holy fuck. India's getting destroyed. Pakistan won. Let's see. I actually want to see what the Czechoslovak communist tree looks like. Because I don't... I remember it's new. It just seems like a nothing burger tree though, you know? Because you can't expand. The fun of the Vietnamese tree and the South African tree and the Yugoslavian trees, you can expand a little bit. It's not like huge expansion, but it's better than nothing. Oh, they just have 1 infantry division on that tile. It's over. Bangkok is in sight. we are entering Bangkok. It's just like the fall of Saigon. There we go. Bangkok has fallen. It's over, Thai bros. Let's liquidate their army now. And now rush down to Hat Yai. Go, 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 go. Oh, another encirclement. Yeah, the thing with this war is it's not really good for, There we go. Red flags over Bangkok, baby. Haha. Vietnam stands victorious. But no, here's the thing, it's not good for Thailand when we win the... Like, when we get called into the war, it's not good for Thailand. Because then we can bring in, like, the entire army. Which is pretty much on par with theirs. And we can just swarm over them. That was a pretty L move, them declaring war on me. And we also have a navy, they don't. So I just blockaded the Gulf of Thailand and they were done. They couldn't get equipment. Ooh. What's the capital of Thailand? A bank pussy, B bank dick, C Bangkok, D back cock. Why is the West sanctioning me? What did I do? They invade me and I get sanctioned. Double standard, man. Just because I'm a little Chinese, they want to do this to me. Okay, man. Where's my... we have party infighting. Oh no, we need to fix this. Victory. Deploy the garrison troops in Thailand. Let's see. Here. Some Thai people probably do call Bangkok the cock, honestly. I could imagine it being a colloquialism. I was having too much fun. The West can't stand to see a successful communist country. They had to put us down. Let's push for a united front in Taiwan. Or not Taiwan, fuck. Thailand. I kinda don't really want Thailand divided. I want them to be communist. But subservient to me, you know? Oh yeah, we also have a Cold War map mode where we can see who everyone is aligned with. I'm non-aligned. I'm not aligned with anyone. But here you can see who's aligned with the People's Republic. The People's Republic won in South Africa. That's the people we were rooting for. But yeah, here you can see a bunch of countries are aligned with America. Not that many aligned with Russia, actually. A bunch with China. No, not one China. No. I don't think China should unify at this point. It's already too late. Look at that. Veteran fighter pilots. That's... all the bad pilots died during the war. We only have the good ones left over. I don't think we're gonna fix the poverty rate either. I think it's over. Because we just don't have PP gain. We need to start getting PP. KSI or Deji? Deji, man. Deji is top 3. And he ain't 3 or 2. That's what I'm gonna say about Deji. Yeah, but the West can't stand for a successful communist country. They need to put us down. They don't like it when a little communist gets a bit of motion. It's awful. It's biased and imperialist. We must stand against it. Now we got Chairman Nongduk Man. He's a symbol of stability and unity, baby. This guy sucks. He gets -5% political power. There is no Hoi 4 Jenny mod. I checked. It's not a thing. And even if it was, I wouldn't play it on stream. That's normal. We just don't have enough factories to be producing APCs. Still won the war, though. And we need to address the economic difficulties immediately. Because the Western embargo kinda bad. I don't think we'll get Hoi 5 by 2028. I think it's going to be announced next year. And then it's going to take 5 years to come out, probably. Like, at this point, Hoi 4 is like a forever war. Did Russia go in? Russia's going in. You know what that means? That means I get to make a lot of fucking money. Oh shit, the Czechoslovaks are helping them. They're little rat bastards. They're swarming them. Oh, it's over, Polish bros. They're dead. Yeah, no, we're not playing set with Stalin. It's a bad one. I was commie-maxing too hard. Yeah, that's why they're sanctioning
You
me.
were commie-maxing too
Can't
hard.
believe
That's
this.
why there was sanctioning you, Unc.
It's okay though. They will get. Well, we will get retribution in due time. In due time. The West cannot be. The West cannot keep a young the Viet Minh down. We're gonna finish this focus, and then we're gonna embrace collectivism and all that gay shit. Riots in the Central Highlands. Let's negotiate. Pakistan stood down. Oh shit, India's communist now. Oh, civil war in the Highlands. Okay. This is a state of national emergency. Can't believe I tried to speak with them and find peace, but instead they're like, no, we want war. They have no army though, do they? Yeah, they have nothing. What's their plan? Let's get 1990 computing. I think that's important for Vietnam to have. Oh yeah, I just melted all their units. You know, I should have, hindsight 2020, I should have probably sent the army in to pacify these guys. But it's okay. Because we keep our entire army. Oh wow, we keep our entire military for that. Yeah, this is not gonna look pretty for them. Let's see the casualties. 4,000 to 78, yeah. That's about how I expected it to go. Thai is a real language, believe it or not. I know it seems crazy, but it is real. You need to suspend your belief for it. Militia and self-defense force. Can I put those guys as my garrison? Why can't I use these guys as garrisons? Why do I need to waste equipment with the normal infantry? There we go. Let's do the fallback. You literally cannot see fallback lines. They're invisible. Like, holy shit. This UI is awful. They need to reverse it right now. Unironically, they need to reverse this mod's UI because fucking hell. How do I make a new division template? Oh no. Or can I not do it? I create an empty template and we want just some militia there, honestly, for suppression. Why is Thailand and Vietnam the same color? I don't know. Ask the devs. There's a lot of countries that are the same color, and it just doesn't look good. I think one of the greatest tragedies in the Hoi 4 community is when all the Hoi 4 mods started getting this like shit tier dark aesthetic. Fuck that dark aesthetic. Give me a little bit of color, you know? I think we destroy China when the Great Asian War happens. I don't know if we'll play long enough for it, because I'm just playing until I finish the focus tree. That's how we do the streams. We wait until the focus tree's over. And I need to shill it, but if any of you want cool emotes like the ones that are being spammed in the chat, you can become a member. Cheaper than a Twitch sub. That's all I'm saying. I had to say the price in Great British Pounds, so I don't know who's I don't know what it is in your local currency, but you know, it's a thing. Yeah, Red Dusk is they have a slow development cycle. But it's good content. Every time they release something, it's decent content. Not the UK though. The UK content sucks dick. Czechoslovak content kinda bleak. But I think besides that, like the content the mod launched with is still perfectly serviceable. They just need to make more content like Vietnam and South Africa and Yugoslavia and Iraq, and that's how they fix the mod. Because that is the best content in this mod. Major powers suck ass in this mod. They don't do anything. So you can maintain the status quo. I think we need to do that. How's our economy looking? Atrocious. We need to fix that as well. Self-reliance. That's what we want. Whoa, shit. We actually have a destroyer. The Barnegat class. Is that Soviet? Holy shit, it has cruise missiles in it. Vietnam's strong. I don't think the Saudis have a focus tree. Yeah, they don't. I think the Saudis and Iran are meant to get focus trees, if I'm not mistaken. Is Laos a demilitarized zone? Yeah, I think Laos might be a... No, that's just the border. What do we even research at this point? There's more basic self-sustainability. Public and societal engineering. That sounds good enough. Oh, the Soviets are going into Finland now. Uh-oh. Israel sadly does not have a focus tree. I've checked. I will also say, having that oil, lifesaver, we're exporting 15 to the Democratic Republic of Thailand. They're dependent on... How many resources did they have? Did I see? Hold on. 400 rubber. They have over 600 rubber in their country. They have 700 rubber, actually. Oh my fucking... That's so much. Tony Blair wins. Ugh. What's the plot of the mod or of what we're doing? Because the plot of the mod is that the October coup worked in the Soviet Union. And they stayed in charge. Yeah, yesterday we were playing straight bullshit. We're never going back to that one. We're actually not gonna fix poverty in time, I don't think. Because we just don't have enough PP. And we don't have any focuses that give PP. That's so over. How are you gonna do Vietnam-like content for Czechoslovakia? I don't know, have fucking Hungary explode into a civil war after they lose to Romania. Or let them intervene in the war in favor of Romania or Hungary, you know? Make it dynamic. Like that. Like, these two already go to war. Make it so, like, the Czechoslovaks can interact with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not that hard to add dynamic content like Vietnam. Because Vietnam's content is like a proxy war, and it can escalate if you just take too long to win it. That's all the content is. It doesn't need... Not everything needs to be super complex, you know? You just need to think simple. Think different. Yeah, I know there's a Thai civil war. That's why we're gonna keep going until the end of the focus tree, because my bet is we're gonna get that content by the end of the civil war. The Thai had an aircraft carrier and they just let me fucking convoy raid the fuck out of them. God damn. Or you know what, when Czechoslovakia goes into the civil war, let the Polish or the Hungarians like get their grubby little hands in that shit. You know? The mod has conflict. You just need to make it so more people can interact with that conflict, other than just the kind. I think it's good that a lot of the content here in this mod is self-contained. At the same time, I think that it should be self-contained regionally, not like not like just in the country. Why are the Soviets invading Yugoslavia? How are they gonna get to Yugoslavia? Oh, it's so over. Bro is a vampire. What the fuck? How can okay? So the reason Thailand can afford an aircraft carrier is because the royal family bought it back in the day, and then eventually they ran out. The Harriers they had for it just stopped working. Like they needed maintenance, and they were like, "Man, fuck it. We don't need to maintain that thing. Just keep it as like a big ass cruise ship for what, like just cause." And they have it now. The TFR doctrine for like content, quote unquote, is you have a war in Africa, and then Russia can send volunteers to it, and then you steamroll them. I don't think that's good. I think instead it should be like Ethiopian war. Have it so Tanzania can get involved. Have it so Kenya can get involved. Not Russia, you know? Or for South African war, yeah, have all the neighbor states be able to get involved. But don't have like Russia and America in it. Like keep it contained regionally, not in like don't have it be like, oh, you're just self-contained from the world. It's only in the country. No, no, have it limited to the region, and don't let it go beyond the region. That's what I think is good about this mod. Like for example, Iraq, their content is pretty contained regionally. They only really fight Saudi Arabia and Iran. That's fine. They don't need to go fight Turkey or the Soviets. Yeah, majors sending support but not volunteers I think would be acceptable. Because the problem is when you have majors sending volunteers, they just completely roll over. Like they completely steamroll everything. And it's like, you know, it's just fucking... No, superpowers would help, but if you look in real life, very rarely does a superpower straight up just send volunteer forces to fight. The only time I can really think of that happening is Vietnam, when America just went in, and Afghanistan when the Soviets went in. Usually they're just like sending guns and maybe advisors, right? That's what superpowers do, because they don't want to get directly involved, because they want to have a level of plausible deniability if shit goes south. TFR just lets you get directly involved and you just steamroll, and it's not really fun or engaging. The thing with the Thai government nowadays is that it's really fucky. It's really fucky. From what I remember, technically they're a constitutional democracy with a monarchy, but they're also like very authoritarian, so every once in a while the military coups the government. Oh, we have 20% poverty rating. Oh no. We need to modernize the fucking army. Let's accelerate that shit. And let's do an united party. An united party. No, advisors isn't like a glowy speak for sending volunteers. Because it's not like the Hoi volunteers where they send 50 fucking tanks. They send like 3 guys. Right, and they're like, okay, figure it out. Yeah, TNO did make proxy wars the best. That's a good take. That is a good take to have. TNO made them the best. TFR doesn't know how to make proxy wars. They know how to make big wars. Don't get me wrong. TFR knows how to make huge giant wars that are really fun to play. It's just everything leading up to those big giant wars is fucking sucks. It's over for Vietnam. We didn't fix poverty. Oh, actually, we did get like decent results. So we got minus 20% consumer goods. We didn't do that bad. Like a problem with modern day mods in Hoi 4 is the way they balance them. What faction will you play first when 1.1 drops to TFR? Whatever I get told to play on stream, I'll do an election. Yeah, that's why I said Vietnam was one of the exceptions for when a great power just went all in. Same with Afghanistan for the Soviets. That is the only two cases I can think of where they just full sent it. And Korea doesn't count. I don't think Korea counts as an example of a great powerful sending it, because that was like when people still believed in the UN and they thought the UN could do good things. So that was like a special case. I mean, you look at what, for example, America does in the Nicaraguan Civil War. What do? They send guns to the Contras. Maybe they bomb a thing or two, and then they have like advisors. And by advisors, I literally mean like 3 CIA guys just doing their shit. The fucking Americans, when the Nicaraguan Civil War was going on, they didn't just send 5 fucking tank divisions in there, now did they? Oh shit, it's going down. The Turks are at war with Iraq and Saudi Arabia, with the Gulf states. What's these factions? Peninsular Shield against the Ankara Treaty Organization. It's over. Yeah, Portugal wasn't a great power. That's why they spent forever fighting that fucking war. We're out of fuel. How? How do I have negative gain? Dude, we have oil. Oh no! I invested in that oil for nothing. We need to do more of the oil focuses. Bombardment of Yeonpong. Is that in... Yeah, it's North Korea fired into South Korea. Oh no. They're about to pop off there. Yes, I think we need to become neutral. Not for nothing. I think we need to become neutral. Yeah, you also have mercenaries and PMCs, but like it's never on the scale of let's send like 5 fucking tank divisions, cream of the crop, and let's send a bunch of let's send our entire air force down there to fight. That never happens in real life. Oh shit, the Second Korean War. Oh fuck, Japan and Taiwan just went in. Shit's getting crazy. We don't have fuel to fight the... I need to man the border. I think this thing's getting out of hand, honestly. Why is this from... Okay, thank fuck. Ooh, do we need to get involved in this war? Does the Viet Minh need to go in? Where is the focus tree for it? I don't see the focuses for the Great East Asian War. Oh, probably because I didn't finish them. I finished the oil one, didn't I? Yeah, we need to do the other oil focuses. You love Mars. I think Mars is a chill planet. It's not the best planet, but it's pretty chill. No, Vietnam's not like Chile. Because that implies that because that implies that Chile is poor as fuck. Chile's not poor. Let's do carpet bombing. Where's my focuses to get involved in the East Asian War, or do I not have that yet? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Okay, so we can support the communists in the war. We can send volunteers or we can be neutral. Low-key, I kinda wanna just... Or do we just go in on the war? Yeah, we go all in on the war. Okay. So here's the question. Here's the $1 million question. East Asian War. Participate or neutral? You guys get to choose. Uh-oh. I see where the vote's heading. Uh-oh. Yeah, content. Content. Alright, we're going in 95-5. That's one of the most landslide votes we've had so far. We have no oil still to fight this war. I want to point out We are missing a lot of fucking oil. And we also need to finish the economic tree. So we can produce equipment. That's true, we need to aid the eternal revolution. This is what Trotsky prophesized. We must stand firm, and I also gotta do the... China offers a compromise. What's this? Recognizing the need for middle ground, China suggests a compromise to Vietnam, transferring the disputed islands to us while retaining docking rights. Oh yeah, that's fine. Give me my shit, dude. China as a center compromise for a joint oil exploitation. Yeah, sure, man. You're my homie. Look at that. We got like all the islands now, except the ones the Philippines own. No, we need to compromise. They're comrades. We need their help in the eternal struggle against capitalism. Okay, there we go. We're in the war now. Where do I need to send the army? I think they've got this shit handled, honestly. I'm looking at it. I don't think they need my help to beat the South Koreans. Actually, no, I'm seeing red bubbles. Yeah, we need to get down there. We have no oil, by the way, for this war. And we can't buy oil because the economy's still in the shitter. We couldn't fight for the Taiwanese. There was no option to fight for Taiwan. That was over. We don't have time to industrialize right now. We need to send critical support to the DPRK. My army is never getting there. It doesn't have the oil to move. No railroad there, you stupid fucks. Don't just march. Yeah, increase agricultural exports. I need oil to be able to buy oil. They're not even carrying them. They're just like pushing them and like with horse carriages. That's what they're doing. Holy fuck. Okay, we're in the front line now. I kinda don't want to have the AI troops on because I can't tell who is who. Genuinely, I cannot tell who is who in this fucking front line. I haven't seen the Mars flyby images yet. Are they good? Are they WFAPs or not? Everyone attacked that. They need to change this fucking UI, man. The first UI this mod had on launch was literally perfect. I thought it was the best UI ever. They just fucked it. They made a shit UI. Can I buy oil yet? No. Why does the US keep their embargo on Cuba? Because the US hates to see successful countries in Latin America. Unless it's their puppet states. Like the US needs the embargo on Cuba to exist so they can say that communism doesn't work. That's why. Because if they didn't embargo Cuba and Cuba was allowed to trade with the outside world, communism wouldn't be a failure. There's a fucking... Every time there's a vote to end the Cuban embargo, the entire world votes, yeah, end that shit. And then America goes in, veto. We don't stand with that, veto. The UN should not have fucking veto rights. Like, there should not be vetoes in the UN. Okay, so we can't push the infidels out. Oh, wait. Can I get sick encirclement? Nah, it's gonna be a nothing burger. Yep. Yeah, literally, they need to starve the country out just for political reason of, oh, communism bad. Fuck that. Communism bad, so you're gonna kill all the people that live in that country? What have the people done? The people haven't done anything. See, let's fix the economy now. How are we gonna win this war? I am still wondering how we're gonna win this. We can't do anything in this war. Unironically, it's just nothing ever happens because no one has oil. How the fuck do we have negative oil? That's what I want to know. How do I have negative 400 oil? Why do I still have a Western embargo against me? What the fuck? Man, this is like satanic. This is evil. That evil empire strikes again. They don't let me have oil. Oh, man. The U.S. isn't directly in the war. They have volunteers. Does China have a navy? They best have a navy. Okay, good. Yeah, it should be bigger than Japan's. Can something happen in this war? I don't think joining this war was the best idea. I'm gonna keep it up, buck. We're like, we're just not doing anything. We're dying. For no reason. Oh, man. We can elitize the military. Or we can keep the people's army. Let's get the military elite. Who do we want to win the election? Okay. I'm activating dictator powers. Neither of you no one gets to choose except me. So we can do this guy that embraces digitalization and shit. And gets us like a revolution, or we can get the guy that sticks with the 50-year plan. And actually gets rid of the party infighting. Does that disappear in both paths? I think we might want to do this one for the LARPs. Vietnamese push to socialism. Birth of a union. Ooh. So do we want to be servants of the people? Or what? Not gonna lie, this one kind of looks good. This one over here. This is a very important choice. Give me 1 second. This one only gives us minus 10%. Minus 10, minus 20. Yeah, we're doing this one. General Secretary Nguyen Van An. There we go. There's an economy path here on the right, but this one gives us better economy. Like minus 10%, minus 10%, better buffs. We're doing this one. The war is still yet to move. Let's try another attack. It's not gonna work. Do they have planes? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. That's not good. I need to involve myself in that shit somehow. I need to get down there. I'm keeping the... You know what? They've got Korea handled. I don't think I need to be here. I'm gonna go home. On the left, completely new focus. The front's stagnant because you know how many... We won! We're victorious! The Great War has ended. We forced them to surrender. Bismillah Muhammad Rasulullah. Allahu Akbar. We did it. I think that's what they say in Vietnam, right? I can only send 2 volunteers. You're crazy. None of my tanks have equipment. Oh no. Who do we even send? The Marines don't have equipment either. But fuck this Marine template. It's such a drag. I'll send the infantry, fuck it. They changed Hoi Force controls. Before you could like shift click to deselect. Now you need to control click. I don't know when they changed that, but I know for a fact they changed that. Can I send air volunteers? They don't have an airport. Oh, we just immediately arrived though. We're gonna mog them. Actually, yeah, it's good that we didn't send tank volunteers. Cause we don't have oil. I forgot about the oil problem. Here we go. Now we need to do this, and then we're gonna do left side to fight against bureaucracy. Yeah, Vietnam is the best country ever. Cam went to Vietnam because he wanted to pay tribute to the great revolutionary Ho Chi Minh. Okay, can I send planes? I can't send planes. Why can't I send planes? I want to send my aircraft here to help them win and prosper. Was that division training? This war is also stagnant. It might be because of the no oil, you know? Not having oil is a pretty big debuff in modern combat, believe it or not. They also have a fuck ton of units. So we need to like regroup and reorg. Just need oil. We're gaining 100 of fuel, but it's not enough. I need more. Hold that tile. Oh no, they're going for Bangkok. I need to retreat. We're in a bad spot, but it's fine. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. There we go. We push them back 1 tile. And the fight against bureaucracy immediately. Ah, they overran one of our allies' units. No. Can I invade these guys straight up? Do I have a decision? Did I kiss the wall? No. I've never been to Jerusalem. I don't know if we can win. They have so much equipment. Compared to... I can only send 2 volunteers as well. Do I get like focuses for this civil war? What the fuck? No. Jesus. Yeah, we kind of just gotta defend until they run out of equipment, I think. That's all I can do is just let them bounce on me until they run out of equipment. They declare war later, good. Oh shit, the invasion of Taiwan. Oh, they just get spawn-ins there. Huh. I've never seen the invasion of Taiwan, honestly. Probably because I remember the Asian war just went on forever before. Like, it never really ended. If we take this tile, we could maybe get a cheeky encirclement. I'm not reading this long ass event. I'm fucking that is a Wikipedia article and a half. I know. Fuck right off with that shit. Yo, cheeky encirclement? Yep, kill. No, we're not gonna kill it. Retreat. Get out of there. Ah, we could have held that probably. Yeah, we should have held that. Fuck me. We're like, I think we're winning because we haven't lost. If you know what I mean. There we go. We're getting. Don't just. Yeah, they're running out of stats fast. They are running out of statistics. Do we have oil shortage? We shouldn't have oil shortage. We have national production of oil. It's not over yet. We can still bring it back, I believe. It's my. Oh, they pushed hard on this side. You see that? I take tiles and they bounce me back instantly. But they're running out of equipment, so if we just farm them a little longer, we can get them. Here we go. We're gonna get a 1 division and circle. No, we're not. No, we're not, actually. We're not gonna get anything. Yeah, North Korea won the Asian War. Our comrades. True brothers of the revolution. There you go. This war's fucking ass. I'm sorry. Failed invasion of Taiwan as well, man. Glad to see I'm not the only one suffering, you know? They just don't stop attacking. Holy fuck. How many casualties? They need to have taken so many casualties. We're 33 minutes away from midnight. What does that mean? They've taken 170,000. Holy shit. And they keep attacking. Stop the push, stop the push. Here, hold Bangkok for a second. I'm shaming Ho Chi Minh with this display of micromanagement. I can't do anything. Like, they have 100 times more units than me. I cannot fight. And they just keep attacking me over and over and over again. They keep bouncing on it. Boom. Now we just need to hold this tile. And then maybe we can get an encirclement here. Ah, they don't support me in the attack. And then I can't break through. We should drop a nuke on them. That would be the solution. 2 new LARP mods released called Cliché Reich and New Cliche. Or New Cliché. LARP mods. Wow. That's the point we're at. Oh, we're getting a slight push in the west. We're going in. Look at this. We might actually get an encirclement in the west. Hold on. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I have my backup unit going in. Yeah. Start pushing that one. Come on. Knock him out. Knock him out. Knock him out. Yes! That's two less units to worry about. We need to go back to Bangkok immediately, though. We cannot get overzealous here. Yeah, this. Oh, we're in 2007 now. Oof, this mod goes fast. Let's do human sweatshops. It's not sweatshops, they're co-ops. Boom. Their tanks have no stats, bro. Ah, they might be going around. No, the AI is smart. They're pushing. The AI is attacking. We're gonna get an encirclement. Yes, this is what I live for. That's like 3 units. Oh, but they're barraging Bangkok again. We need to turn back right this instant. Send that unit to Bangkok. Oh no, they pushed them back from Bangkok. I think if we just keep trapping them in the west, we're gonna be good. This is, I think for this war, we just need to keep trapping them in the western front. Oh no, they're going for Bangkok again. Uh-oh. Okay, go back to Bangkok. Hold the city. Boom, we got the kill, we got the kill. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. This is so slow. This is such a slow war. Can we get the encirclement here? Finally. They have a port, but still. Oh, wait, I think we did. They have the port, but I could probably rush down the port. Yeah. Come on. Oh, the war ended in the Middle East. Turkey won. Ew. Okay, we took the port, but they unencircled themselves. I need that unit to hold that, and then I can probably get the encirclement again. Yeah, support me in that push. We're not gonna get it. The Prussia of Southeast Asia. That's what I am. That's what they call me here in Vietnam. If I could send that tank division over, we would be so good. There we go. I still can't send planes. Still don't get oil. Where's my oil going? Why is my daily consumption 18k, man? What the fuck? Is it the industry? It can't be. Come on, help him here. There we go. We got a POG encirclement. POG champ in chat. There we go, more kills. We're doing it now. Slow and steady, but we're doing it. Let me take that one. Can I get a second circle? This would be so good, knocking out that tank. Yes! We destroyed the evil capitalist tanks. Huge win for the Vietnamese military. Oof. Yeah, every country's the Prussia of. I push him here. We're very slow pushing. I almost thought my unit got overrun there. I would have been distraught. We can't replace our units that easily, so that would have not have been good. Oh, we're finally gaining oil again. Now that there's no longer a war going on in the Middle East, we finally have oil. We need to keep going for the western encirclements because they don't really defend properly over here. That was close. That was too close. almost slept on that one. Resident sleeper. Now Afghanistan's the graveyard of empires. Don't disrespect their title. 2 divisions down. Come on. Kill them, kill them, kill them. Kill them. There we go. We're going in, dude. Where's the global... What global event? There's no global events. Alright, now we need to go for more encirclements. The Sino-Soviet War. I don't want to get involved in that one. That's like my two best friends fighting, you know? I'm a resident sleeper. Oh no. L for me in the chat. L for me in the chat. No. No. And the push into that tile. Save me. Good news. I can send the tank in. I can send our experimental tank division in now. Oh, that was a sleeper moment. I will take the L for that one. But good news, we can send a better division into the battlefield now. Yeah, Korea is united. That's W. W Korea. I will say that we've got a... Yeah, there you go. There they are. Wow. Kim Il-sung. They have like a tiny focus tree for the oil crisis. But here we go. Now we have our tank division. Now we can do some real look at that. Oh. Watch me get it encircled. What's the template for it? That's actually good. I want to use this tank just to... No. No. Saw my life flash before my eyes. Almost made the same mistake a second time. Oh, I would not have been... I would have been disappointed in myself more than anything, honestly. The east, we don't have a lot of luck. We don't have a lot of luck in the east. We need to go west. We need to go west for the war. The west is more favorable to us Viet Minh. North Korea stopped claiming South Korea like last year, so for the mod it would still be accurate for most modern day mods to have them be claiming and reuniting Korea. Like North Korea seeing South Korea as a different country, that's like a new thing. That's not how it's been forever. That's just like a 2020s thing, you know? I'm doing the light lifting here. Just opportunist maxing in this war. No. I know the AI is not gonna reinforce my backline. I didn't encirclement now. There we go, killed. Boom. Sometimes you gotta push the jungle with listen, we're Vietnamese, we have jungle tanks. Special new technology developed by Ho Chi Minh's ghost. I can have a field marshal. Let's get this guy. Even though he's technically already assigned. We're farming our doctrine, I think. Yeah, we're getting good doctrine out of this. Boom. Oh, they got an encirclement under... We might win this. We're actually, like, getting W battles. W wins. W speed, bro. W speed. Could I close off an encirclement of the entire front line in this quadrant? If I can get that supply hub, that would make my life a lot easier. Go. Yeah, get the supply hub. Good division. Keep him pinned. Fuck. Okay. Dude, Kim Jong-un's daughter, low key. Hear me out on this one. I don't even think I need to finish the thought. I think you all know what we're all thinking. Okay, we need to stall the Eternal Offensive a little bit. Alright, take that. We're gonna get a nice little encirclement. Boom, good pocket, good pocket. Look at that. That's a lot of their army trapped. Now I just need the AI to hold this tile while I keep killing. We're so good. I'm so fucking good at this game. I always win. No, Kim Jong-un is a girl dad. Have you seen that video of him showing his daughter the cruise missile test launch, where they're watching it together? It's so wholesome. And they still say he's a bad guy, dude. He's just like the rest of us. We go. If we get this, that's like a huge, huge kill. Improve camouflage. Not yet. We need the Fatherland's Air Force. And I can get... Oh, I could get that Army High Command guy. That's good. Oh, look at that kill. Look at those kills. Now let's see, I want to see the casualties so far. Yeah, 650,000 to 200k. Sit the fuck down. A video paused. Now play my Nintendo music. I have the, you know what? Ever since I started using the Nintendo music for the streams, not a single copyright claim. Not a single what? W Nintendo? They might be Satan, but they're not that evil. Yeah, 6-7. 6-7. Fuck, dude. I'm not even gonna say anything. Look at this. We brought this civil war back from nothing. From nothing, we brought it back. What the fuck am I saying? We brought it back. I brought it back. You guys just sat there watching. That's what you did. Didn't even offer to help me micro or anything. So rude, honestly. And look at that. Our tank does good in the... It's not jungle, it's forest. It's forest tiles over here. They have a river there, so we need to break on through. Actually, we can go from the south. Do I know how to code? Not really, no. I know like some very, very basic stuff. And if I see code, I can... Like, if I see simple code, I'm not gonna say see code general, but if I see like something super simple, I can probably figure out what it is and what everything does. But I do not like to say no. I don't know anything about coding. Yeah. Who am I? I'm not just some dude sitting in a chair. I'm God, and I'm controlling these soldiers. I'm not using Toby Fox's music. I have beef with that guy for creating Undertale. That has been the bane of existence since it came out. We win! Hoorah! Now we can do Birth of An Union, I think. Yeah, W. In here, yeah. You don't even need to look at yellow text or red code. Like, a lot of programming languages are fairly self-explanatory. Like, when you start reading it, you can kind of understand what's going... Because it's like... Like, everyone knows what an if statement is. Everyone knows what else if is. Of what a function does. Like, that's just simple stuff, right? I'm not gonna say that, oh, I'm the best coder ever. I can see it and I know what it means. No, not by a mile. But, like, if I read it, I can probably figure it out given enough time, right? The problem with the Undertale fandom is that half of them are pedophiles, bro. That's the problem. And then the other half are just like cringe as fuck. Like, I don't fuck with that at all. I don't even think the games are that great, honestly. Oh my god, the Soviets are decimating the Chinese. If I want to play a game like Undertale, I'd rather play Pokemon, you know? It's like the same thing. And Deltarune as well. Like, I'd just rather like play Pokemon or Heartbound or something. There's a few fandoms that aren't cringe that I can think of. First fandom. There is none. There's no fandom that isn't cringe. But there's like levels to it, right? The Undertale fandom is like 90% cringe. The Hoi 4 fandom is like 50%, you know? What do I think of I think recent Pokemon games are low-key ass. I think the last good Pokemon game was I'm gonna be the last one I liked was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I will give a pass to Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon were not the worst ever. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were also kind of good. But the last games I played where I was like, man, this is a good fucking game, was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's when I stopped playing it after that. We need to organize this army, man. Fuck. I think we're about done with our focus tree if I'm not wrong. We've done like everything. We're doing the union now. Stream's gonna be over soon. I'll be free. What's this guy have one tank? Look at this mighty Vietnamese army. Strongest in the world. And we also have a pretty banging industry now. 50 factories. Oh, mama. You know what we can do with 50 factories? We can build 5 tanks. I don't have a Switch. You can just emulate the games though. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard to emulate Pokemon games. Oh, we have a carrier now. Let's see it. HTMS Chakri Nudabat. Yeah, the Príncipe Asturias. That's a Spanish carrier they bought back in the day. Just for no reason. Yeah, our color's pretty bad. There's nothing wrong with being a different color though. Hey. Indo-Chinese liberation. Do we need to fight people? Holy fuck. Myanmar, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Singapore. Oh my god, dude. It's fine. Let's put this guy there. Let's put this guy here. How are we gonna invade the Philippines? Do they have a... They're in a faction with Japan. I'm not fighting them. Sorry to say, I don't think we're fighting the Philippines anytime soon. Unless I somehow manage to get fucking naval supremacy over the Japanese, who have a grand total of 100-something ships. But that is the... Oh no. You know, something tells me that they didn't expect you to play this long. I don't know, something's telling me that this wasn't really thought out or balanced properly. I don't know what though. I don't know what gives me that idea. Do I declare war on China as well? Who do I declare war on? Myanmar, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Singapore, Mauritius and Brunei, Independent State of Papua New Guinea, East Timor, and Thailand. The question of legislature. Let's increase autonomy. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to say, I don't think we're gonna be doing that final war. I honestly don't think it's worth it to do that final war if it means I have to fight the Japanese for forever and never win, because we will never get naval supremacy, and we can't get ships to get naval supremacy. Like, we won't be able to build a navy to match them. It sucks buns. Like, I'll fight the people on the mainland, but I'm not gonna fight the Japanese or the Philippines. I'm just not gonna worry about it, really. Unless they naval invade me. We need unification of armed forces. What's our buffs at right now? Minus 15 political power. That's fine. I never had political power to begin with. We get in so many factories as well. Holy fuck. Am I coring them? Or what? Probably am. Wojaks have not been around for 2 to 3 years if you think that you're a fucking moron. Wojaks have been around since like the early 2000s. Early to mid 2000s they've been a thing. It's like they are 10 plus years old at this point. You're just exposing how little you know by saying they've been around by 2 to 3 years. Well, I don't think we can paradrop either. We don't have a military. We don't have a fucking air force. I do not have an air force to fight the Japanese one. They have 1,000 planes, I have 100. We can win, like, we can win on the mainland fronts. That's not hard, it's just the sea front we can't win. Yeah, Wojaks and Soyjaks, they're like old culture, old internet culture. They've been around for a long, long time. They're from back in the day when people thought, when people thought Wojak, like, 4chan was like an evil hacker and not just a bunch of losers in their basement. And here, we're gonna invade the mainland. The end of the military does not give us like more ships. Yeah, we get license production off of this. We don't get real ships. We can't buy ships. That's not a feature. All we can do is invade the mainland and be happy. It's like the hacker called Anonymous fucked my wife. Or do they not? Oh shit, they don't. Okay, we can actually invade the Philippines. Oh, thank fuck. They still have a decent sized navy, but it's okay. But it's better than what I thought they were gonna have. Okay, we're back, we're back. This isn't like Doomer anymore. We can actually do something. We can land in Manila. How many divs do they have? 40, fuck me. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Wanted to turn on my fan to deal with the very bad heat. So we're immediately going straight. Oh fuck, we're blitzing through. We are blitzing. Go, 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 go. we need to eradicate these guys as fast as we can so we can invade Manila. Yeah, I hate how dark the UI is. Can someone please tell the developers no one likes the dark UI? It's fucking cringe. An Azeri soldier showed you my channel because you said you played Hoi 4 while you were doing Turkish military service. I feel so sorry for you. Think about how much better your life would be if you had never found my channel. It is over. Are the Filipinos sending their entire army over here to oh my god, we're just overrunning them. How many casualties is that? Over 100k in that pocket. Fucking hell. Alright, Vietnam bros, we're so back. We are reinforce memeing them left, right, and center. Center. We need to keep working our way down to Singapore. Why are the Soviets and Americans at war? In
Brothers
60 days,
gonna
our naval
conquer
invasion
Philippines
lands.
just to
We're
get a
getting
wife.
the naval dominance slowly. Come on. They have like 60 to... Yeah, they have no military ships out. So we should just farm that pretty quick. Where's my invading army for Phil? Yeah, this guy's gonna go into the Philippines with our armored forces. Fuck the European war. We're fighting something more important right now. If I can get that tile, then it's so over for them. Alright, we took Rangoon. Now we need to take Mandalay and they should be out of the war. Come on, keep pushing. I think... Did we just overrun we just overran something in that port. I don't know what. They're like at 300k though. We have no intel about what they have, so that's not good. They have a bunch of casts, but I'm just shooting it down, so we're also doing good there. When does my invasion go? We have 53 supremacy in the South China Sea. Can I just convoy raid? Does convoy raiding give supremacy? I hate the new naval invasion system with a passion. They ruined a perfectly working system. And for what? They got us at Rangoon. It's okay though. I don't know where I've put fallback lines, so that just makes deleting them impossible. Alright, Rangoon's a port, so our units there aren't gonna die. There we go. They're stacking fucking 20 divisions per tile. We can't push that. There we go. Oh my fucking god. Just give me the supremacy in the fucking region. How do we stack supremacy? We control 30. It's so slow. I had to produce way more APCs and IFVs for the war. What am I missing in production? Self-propelled artillery, rocket artillery, and self-propelled AA. Uh-oh. We need to build a lot of mills, I feel like. Self-propelled rocket artillery. And self-propelled AA. The self-propelled AA is actually incredibly important because that's the only way we're keeping up with them in the air. Build more mills. Boom. Full mill. Fuck the civs. We don't need civs. We just need mills. Do you know how much men... how they have that many men? Because they're attritioning. They're letting them attrition. That's why I can just reinforce meme them. It's because they like take so many they take such a stat loss from the attrition. They got a focus for this war or no? No focus tree for this war, so install more radar. Loki, I think here we're just gonna need to let them break out and slowly kill them over time. We still, if I knock out Myanmar, we're like that's the key thing I want right now. We have 52 supremacy out of like the 68 needed for this fucking sea zone. Just keep giving me my supremacy, man. Yeah, there we go. I think the French declared a national day of mourning after Mbappe's horrendous loss. I don't know how they played like shit against Spain, honestly. Like, holy fuck. They should have whooped Spain's ass by all account, but no, they just couldn't do anything. I am happy that Spain won though, but still, man. You gotta look at that and be like, how did Mbappe fuck up so bad? How did he do this? What national cargo networks? Are they overextending? No, they tried to encircle me in a port. Take that tile, come on. Holy shit, if I get lucky I can encircle their entire army. Come on. Eventually they're bound to run out of equipment, and that's when we're gonna that's when we're gonna get them. I only have 62 supremacy in the South China Sea. Ugh. Is there any type of ship I can get that gets a decent amount of supremacy? Naval dominance 2. Naval dominance 1. 1. 2. This one. We're gonna build a bunch of these corvettes get 2, hey? Yeah, good. First one's gonna be out in 2030. You're fucking with me. Oh my god, we're actually never gonna be able to land. Alright, so here's the plan for this area. We're gonna do a little fallback line. I want like this stretch from port to port. Because we are gonna need to let them push out a little. So I can just try and encircle their units. There's no way to change the eco law. We just have like... Can we? We need 200 PP. Fuck off. Why doesn't it auto-change me to war economy when it does the war focus, man? Fuck off. We got Myanmar though. That's good. Eventually, when we get enough supremacy to land, we're gonna have such a big army to land with. How am I shaming Vietnam by winning? See how much land I've conquered? I just need them to start. Also, Ho Chi Minh never built a navy. So, you know, it's actually technically him shaming the legacy of Vietnam. Okay, here we go. Here's the gamble. I want to go from both sides to try and get a big central encirclement if I can. No, armor's worth it. Armor's worth it. You gotta trust. Look, it's worth it. It's working out. It's working out right now. I just got a bit lucky. We're gonna get everything. You see, I'm a fucking genius. Don't doubt my fucking strategies ever again. They always work out. They are on the fucking run and you want to tell me don't use the armor? Get the fuck out of here. That's Thailand gone. Get the fuck out of... Oh, the armor doesn't work. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that. And they get overrun while I push them as well because they don't have enough supply to move out fast enough. My strats always fucking work out. They always work. Because I'm the best there ever was. I'm the best Hoi 4 player that's ever lived. That being said, we do kinda need to change the economy law. I had to take control of the Politburo for a second, so we could pass an emergency law. Look at that! They die defending because they last stand it. I'm so good at this game. They push me back. I'm gonna go back in and overrun them. Look at that! They are dying in the battle. Because they insist on last stand. Get out of here, man. We do need to build more dockyards, I feel like, though. I need an infantry backline. Here we go. Fucking brute forcing mountains with tanks, man. I'm such a good player. I am so good at this game. Holy fuck, I'm good at this game. We do need to strengthen the shipbuilding. We need the BPS. We need naval supremacy. We enter the battle with infantry and we complement it with tanks. I think that's the winning strategy. Can I get an airfield that's closer to the ground so I can do some cast damage at least? We can't land in Borneo. You wanna know why? Because we don't have naval supremacy anywhere. We don't have naval supremacy in the tile. We're never gonna get naval supremacy because our ships don't have it. Oh, World War III, it's a good question. Stalemated as always. No, the Soviets pushed into Italy. They haven't made it past Germany, but they're past Italy. You can't do naval invasions. We don't have enough naval supremacy for anything. If I could naval invade, I would. Like, our ships get 1 or 2 naval supremacy. Yeah, there is a playlist of VODs. By popular request, I made it a thing. Here we go, we've broken through again. Oh, they just died, okay. Well, they left the central front completely open. Let's just keep pushing in. I just overran something. I didn't even see what it was. Look at how good I am at this fucking game, dude. Oh man, 1.2 million casualties to my 200k, by the way. I'm so good. Can I research any Navy shit that has proper, like, supremacy gain? Please? Yeah, we're entering Malaya. Then after that, we're gonna take Singapore. There goes. I don't think the Singaporeans have enough. They're training their army. They are army training during the war. We don't need planes where we're going. We have to break the walls of Kuala Lumpur. There we go. Decimated. 20 divisions in that tile. We need to break the walls to Singapore now. Eventually we'll break through if we just keep attacking them with everything. There's no way they have enough organization to hold. Come on. There we go. Fucking told you. Now I just need to work on getting naval supremacy. We have how much? Oh, 2 naval dominance with that corvette. We shall mass produce it in the name of Vietnam. I think we can't take over anyone else, actually. Purely because of the naval supremacy. Is this where we call it? Because we're never gonna land. Planes would not help because that doesn't give you naval supremacy. Planes don't, the problem isn't their ships, they have no ships. The problem is our ships just don't get supremacy because they're all corvettes. They fucking changed the naval system. Planes don't, and planes have never given you supremacy. First off, let's start off from there. Planes have never given you air supremacy. All right? Or not air supremacy. Planes have never given you fucking naval supremacy. The problem we have with the Navy is that we just don't have enough, our ships don't get supremacy, so we can't land. I'm not giving myself chips, that's cheating. We don't cheat unless it's really minor stuff. There's also no, I've just noticed there's no coal in this mod. There is actually no coal, and our industry is, we need 19 coal and we can't trade for it. Do I just need to trade for fuel instead of coal? Is that how it works here? Yeah, okay. Well, it wouldn't just be annex Philippines, we'd need to annex Indonesia and everything else. I'm just gonna say, we won the war, and that's that. And we have the same color as India and China, so you can't tell us apart. But anyway, if you enjoyed the stream, there's gonna be another one tomorrow. As you all know, I just can't stay away from these dog shit ass mods. But yeah, everybody, I think that's the end of this one, because we can't really do anything more. Vietnam famously does not have a navy, and I guess that's it. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good